Now, let's see. Where were we? Ah, yes, that's right. After a 6-day journey aboard the Vigilant, our heroes arrived at the island of Kobaris, home of the Jar-Arath Learning Center and the mysterious Round Zavos. They explored the Learning Center and its various amenities and got to know some of the other attendees, including a reviled street magician named Hamish Veraslo and former detective Slade Chronic. They attended introductory classes on the merits of a round world, and Clay spent some time painting a portrait of the island's enigmatic leader, Jar-Arath. However, trouble was fast approaching as Glimki awoke to the sounds of an individual made of flower petals, asking for his help, and after seeking approval from his patron Mulare, Glimki ventured out into the surrounding desert, only to be discovered by an individual with a familiar southern accent. In the morning, Clay and Faunalyn attended breakfast and were surprised to discover Glimki wasn't there. They began to look for him, and their search led them to the Learning Center's famed hot springs, where they met a young wizard by the name of Peter Goodacre, who they learned was the adopted son of Jar-Arath. They chatted for a few minutes, but given Peter didn't know who Glimki was, let alone where he was, they soon parted ways. Clay and Faunalyn decided to ask Jar-Arath directly and learned that Glimki had been taken to a place known as the Reformation Room, where he was having his ignorance lectured out of him. And given that this sounded like torture, Clay and Faunalyn endeavored to find their friend as quickly as possible. They convinced Peter to help them, and the young wizard broke into his adopted father's office, where he found a very clever and cool puzzle involving a piano, which he solved with great aplomb. This revealed a secret passage leading beneath the Learning Center. The three traveled into the tunnels below and rode a minecart to a locked ornate door with a massive silver lock. While examining this lock, Peter stopped to look at a nearby mud puddle, where a man was hiding and watching them. The man attacked Peter, and in an effort to help her newfound companion, Faunalyn quickly stabbed the man to death. It was only after wiping the mud from his face did Peter realize that this was, in fact, someone he knew, a former attendee of the Learning Center who had gone missing several years ago, a man named Jordan Johnsen. With minimal time to spare, Clay and Peter used their combined magics to force the door open, and they continued on to find themselves in a network of caverns with sunlight streaming in from openings far above. The three split up, and Peter discovered that the monsters of the desert he was warned about were mere illusions, another lie from Jar-Arath. Faunalyn dove into a large hot spring, and at the bottom she found a brass dragon scale. Lastly, Clay found the Reformation Room and saw Glimki doing his best to block out the incessant lecturing of a magically enchanted Jar-Arath statue. Clay broke down the door, and as Faunalyn and Peter followed her in, they were reunited with their missing friend. But before they could celebrate, Jar-Arath's voice arose again, this time from the man himself. However, man isn't quite the right word, as Jar-Arath fell upon all fours, and they watched in horror as he transformed into a dragon. You already said all that. No, I didn't. You're wrong. 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 Sorry. On with the story.
Come gather round, travelers, and sit on the stoop. We'll tell you a story about Bod Soup. Three lovable scamps in our traveling troupe. We'll tell you a story about Bod Soup.
It's super time. That's right, we're running it back. Last time we didn't know what the French anthem was, and guess what? We still don't. What was that song? I don't know. I don't care, because guess what? It's Canada Day. At the time of recording, it's Canada Day. Don't look so surprised. Don't look so surprised. Don't look so surprised. Wipe that expression off your face. Guess what, kids? We're back. It's Canada Day, and in a spirit of celebration and liberation, we've brought in our former owner, Elliot. who is going to introduce everybody on this fine day. Elliot, please take it away.
What a fun twist that you didn't inform me of.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start with you then, Zach. Head of the show. Give me your favorite fact about Canada.
Canada is the widest country that I've ever been made aware of.
Okay, and who do you play?
I play God and all his creation.
Fantastic. I'm going to jump right over to the sibling, keep it in the family. Shannon, give me your favorite fact about Canada.
Hi, my name's Shannon. I play Faunalyn Vaydark, and my favorite fact about Canada is that a Canadian invented the garbage bag. You are all so welcome.
Wow, must have been smelly before that. Okay.
Yeah, whole world was. We cleaned it up.
I will jump over to Prima. Favorite Canada fact, please. And who do you play?
Hi, I'm Prima. I play Clay Campbell. My favorite fact about Canada is that I live here. That's it.
Oh,
That's my favorite fact. Wow. I'd like to change my fact. My favorite fact is also that Prima lives here.
It's too late. Okay, someone I've just been introduced to, but one of my favorite of the four, Jordan. I said one of my favorite.
Spot 404.
Yeah. Jordan, favorite Canada fact, please, and who do you play?
I play Glimki Treefellow, and our favorite fact is it's a country in North America.
That's true. Rare distinction.
Wow.
Pretty rare distinction.
Yeah.
And there's like 200 countries or something.
Something like that.
It's crazy.
That's so true, actually.
And hey, I'm just gonna creep back in. I know I gave up my duties, but Elliot, who are you? Who do you play? And maybe tell us a little about maybe a little something you've been whipping up in the old TTRPG factory.
Okay.
Sipping your potions and stirring your vials. And I made it sound like I was gonna let you speak, but I decided, what if I don't? Take it away.
God, it's a monologue.
Okay, thanks, Zach. I didn't get to ask a favorite Canada fact. Okay,
what's your favorite Canada fact? What's your
I like your maple syrup. It's not really a fact, but it's more of a nice opinion. I have had it once. I lied. I said I haven't, but I bought it in a nice glass bottle. It was so much more expensive than British maple syrup, but it was the good stuff. So yeah. And I am Elliot. I play Peter Goodacre for a little guest spot, and I am also part of Inkblade Publishing. I say part of, I'm the only part of Inkblade Publishing, one of one. I'm trying to collaborate, people. They don't exist. It's me, everyone. Yeah, I make. Oh my god. I'm part of the team. Gothica Plague Worlds 5e TTRPG compatible. It's on Kickstarter in November. It's dark fantasy, gothic, scary, plagues, diseases, Victorian inspired. Go check it out.
Oh, you bet we will. Some of us maybe already have, and we like when we
We have, and it is very cool.
I'm not jealous at all.
I can send you it, don't worry, Jordan.
We join our heroes, briefly reunited in a moment of triumph in the Reformation Room, hidden deep within the deserts of Kobaris. Glimki, the last 12 hours, 18 hours, the last day, time has gotten stretched and twisted like a bowl of fucked up spaghetti, and you've been holding on to everything you have just to try and stay yourself, because there's a lot of ideas being thrown at you, and you know they're wrong, but maybe if you just let them in, the lecturing will stop. And then the lecturing did stop, and you looked up to see your friends Clay and Faunalyn and some other bloke that you've never seen before. Did they replace you already? That's fucked up.
Was fast.
But before you have a time to question these feelings, your captor, whose statue has been lecturing at you for the last X hours, the man himself appeared within the room, and before you really had a chance to react, molded and changed and transformed into this massive brass dragon. You see him now standing before you, sunlight streaming in from far up above. He has this large, smooth, brassy plate that kind of adorns his skull, these two chin horns that protrude and slightly curl out. As he's talking, his tongue flicks out, and you see it's forked. He's got this long, stretched body, and as he transforms, you can smell an odor of hot metal kind of wafting off of him. His scales are this warm, burnished brass color, but they're slightly green where they connect with his wings and frills, and more red at the edges. It's hard to say because he's curled up and wrapped up near the door to this chamber, but you'd estimate he's somewhere around 50 feet long and maybe 8 feet wide. His wings stretch out, and they're not as big as you might have thought, but they still, probably from tip to tip, span 40 feet.
Oh my god.
You have previously met a dragon, the dragon Krigamon, who was quite young by comparison. You'd estimate Jar Arith is probably 3 times the size of Krigamon.
But how old is he?
And do I have anything?
So, you're wearing some clothes. Your armor has been taken from you along with your sword.
Damn,
but you
that's
see
a
that
bummer.
Clay is holding these items
Oh, thank God.
because they were in a chest just outside the door.
Okay, so I assume I don't have time to don armor, but at least I have my shield.
Yeah, you've got your sword and shield. And I'd say as like maybe you grab these things from Clay, Jar, with his voice just booming out, says, well, what do you think of the real me, son? Not quite what you were expecting, huh?
You see Peter's like face kind of drop, not really understanding what's really happening. His whole world has just been sort of twisted. Oh, I suppose this is another one of your little illusions, Dad. And I pick up a rock and throw it at him, expecting it to go through.
Yeah, it bounces right off his head plate, and he just looks at you with... Give me an insight roll if you want.
Ah, I didn't even have dice ready. I forgot this is what we're doing.
You know, you're in good company. I think it's about 1 in never that everyone has their dice out at the start of the recording.
I rolled a 9 digitally. It didn't save me. And a +1, 10.
10. With a 10, it is hard to read. You have grown up with this individual, but only ever in a elven form. You can't quite read if it is contempt or pity, but as this rock or ball of clay bounces off of him, kind of just slides off of his scales, you see that bits of it kind of harden as it scrapes down him, and he looks at you and says, I'm afraid I'm very real, Peter. The other things you may have seen were security measures, but no, this is me in the flesh. Clay, did you ask out loud how old he is? Or was that just a Prima question?
Just a Prima question. I don't think Clay's first instinct is, how old are you?
Sure. Valid.
Just slackjawed. How old are you?
Well, Krigamon was 4, so at least more than 4.
At least more than 4.
Four.
Yeah. That checks out.
Now, let me be clear. I could kick your asses. I could melt you in fire. I could leave you in here for all eternity. And frankly, I don't think there's much you could do about it. So instead, rather than test your physicality, test your mettle, I'm going to test your minds. And if you have actually learned enough here to challenge my authority, son, and corrupting figures that have taken him from me, then perhaps I will let you go. If you fail my little pop quiz, then in a matter of speaking, I will kick your ass. How's that sound?
Very fair. So fair. Uh-huh.
Perfect. And he opens his mouth, and you watch as this shimmering sort of mist exhales out of it and wafts over to this larger-than-life statue of Jar Arith in his elven form. And you watch as the statue on creaky stone joints sort of slowly rolls to life. And the voice that was emanating from it before, which was going from stiff stone lips that didn't move, now you watch the face animates and the mouth begins to move, and in the same voice says, "Congratulations! You've spent enough time in the Reformation room to be given a chance at dismissal. What a fortunate opportunity for you. Answer my questions," and there's like a pause, "4, and you shall be permitted to leave. If you fail to answer all 4 correctly, I will kick your ass, and we will try again in 10 days' time."
10 days.
Okay.
I see that there are 4 of you. And as such, I will ask you 4 questions. Each of you may only answer 1 question. So I ask you now, who shall answer the first question?
Peter will.
I vote Peter. He's been here before. Maybe he knows the answers already.
See,
Peter's a good pick.
The thing is, if I know my dad, he's going to want to put the toughest one at the end. And if I'm the most knowledgeable here, well, then you might want to save me to that 4th and final spot.
Okay, I'll go first.
Glimki wants to kind of step up. He's clocked the son father thing, but he's gonna be like, I've been in here for the last 18 hours. It's fresh. I think I can take the toughest one.
Well, go for it, Mr. Glimki. I'll take the 3rd spot then, perhaps.
Okay.
All right.
So
Play your
Faunalyn, you
own.
go first. Oh, no, Faunalyn wants to go first.
So I definitely want to. Yes, want is the correct word for this situation. Okay, statue, ask me your little question.
The head scrapes and turns as it goes to look at you. We'll add that in post. It'll sound great. Or we won't if I can't find a free sound effect for stone scraping on stone. Very possible. Happens all the time. I put in these little notes and then cut them out because it's too much work.
Oh, just make your own sound of stone against stone.
You'll grab a brick from the backyard.
Something like that. Wow, I think I almost passed out from that. That was crazy. Anyway, the statue turns to look at you, Faunalyn, and says, "The bird people of Stalak, the city of Endless Night, claim to view constellations entirely different from the ones with which we are familiar. Do you, A, believe the bird people of Stalak, the city of Endless Night, are lying about viewing constellations entirely different from the ones with which we are familiar? B, the bird people of Stalak, the city of Endless Night, are just hanging on to the bottom of this so-called flat world with their little bird feet or some such? Or C, the world is actually round and thus the bird people of Stalak, the city of Endless Night, are standing like normal people as they view constellations entirely different from the ones with which we are familiar. Also, why?"
Also, why?
The answer, of course, is C. The bird people of Stalak think that they view different constellations because the world is round, which means that they're actually upside down in a manner of speaking. So the constellations that they see are also upside down. I didn't really understand the science because I didn't have the pleasure of spending time in the Reformation room. But the gist of it is that I think the world is round and the bird people are misguided in their belief that the world is flat. And also the world is round. Thank you.
There's a long pause, and then the statue says, "That was mostly correct. However, you did say that you didn't spend time in the Reformation room, which we currently are in." And then Jararth, the dragon, speaks up and says, No, we'll allow that one. She got the broad strokes correct. That's good enough." And the statue says, "All right then, never mind. You are correct. Congratulations." And you watch as it's almost like a snake shedding its skin. You watch a layer of stone start to flake and fall off of this statue, landing on the ground in piles, just kind of scattered within this chamber. And it looks like, by answering this question correctly, the statue has diminished in some capacity. Who will answer my next question?
I'll go.
The way we only get like the faintest hiss of like the quietest little creaking noise. Like you're really making yourself pass out for us to hear a quiet H sound.
It doesn't feel good.
The visual difference between the sound is that, that's a lot of effort.
The statue turns its head to look at you, Clay, and said,
What did that sound like again?
Something like that, maybe? I don't know. We'll workshop
Okay,
it.
sounds good.
If we do some pickups at the end, I'll just do like 20 or 30 of those, and we'll choose the best ones. Objects have mass, and mass creates gravity. If the world were flat, shouldn't we all be sucked to the middle of it, and we'd all be swimming in the big old ball of flesh and limbs in the middle of the ocean?
That's a question? It's not multiple choice?
That's the phrasing.
Well, the world has gravity like a plate has gravity, you know? Like you hold it up and stuff doesn't fall off. Don't you think so?
Can Faunalyn reach over and slap Clay across the face and say, "The world is round"?
You do so, and the statue says, "Now, I'm sorry. The answer we were looking for is the world is round." Or something to that effect. Unfortunately, we will be kicking you ass in some capacity today. The degree of which remains to be seen. Now, Jararth, the dragon, he kind of flaps his wings, and he's gonna. As you're in this room, you see that there's like we'll say like he like flaps his wings, and there's a little rumble as some sand starts to trickle in from above and forms like this, this pile of sand in like along one of the walls, and he's gonna scramble up on top of that, looking down at you, and he looks at you, Clay, and says, "Now you see, the first step to understanding that the world is round is to stop using vocabulary such as plates or flat or disc or anything of that such. If you had said, the world is round, it's shaped like a ball, no, we wouldn't get sucked into a ball of flesh or something because we could never, because we aren't, then maybe." Question 3, says the statue. Who am I supposed to look at?
I'll take the question, statue man.
Jararth the dragon looks at you, Peter, and says, "Now, son, your initial inclination was correct. The last question will be the hardest, and that's okay, because Mr. Treefellow here spent 18 hours in the Reformation room, and he knows a bunch of stuff, much more than my son who spent, I don't know, how old are you, son? 20 years old? 20 years here on the island, learning at my teat, but that's fine."
Hey, Glimki looks at Peter. I'll trade if you want to trade.
Yeah.
She's back,
No, wait, let me go again. I can do it this time. Give me a second chance.
I want to see this head do spin in circles.
Peter, I sometimes feel dizzy, and I can only believe that is the result of Zav spinning rapidly around its axis. If the world were flat, there wouldn't be an axis. So, why am I dizzy?
Well, father, maybe you're dizzy because you believe those lies that you tell everyone out there. But if you want your little placating answer, I suppose that the earth is round, or the globe, whatever you want, whatever would get us out of here. But I don't want to play your games anymore.
There's a long pause, and then the statue says, "I'm sorry. The answer we were looking for was you have an undiagnosed inner ear disorder, or possibly you span in circles for a little too long before flying. Also, the world is round."
I loved the defiance. We are going to die, but that was great.
The statue gawk, 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 turns to look at you, Glimki, and says, "I've recently turned my attention to Zav's magnetic fields, but I'm having a difficult time with the maths. If the divergence squared of the potential equals 0, and if the potential multiplied by the radial distance of Zav as it approaches infinity equals 0, and if the partial derivative of the potential over the partial derivative of the radial distance multiplied by Zav's radius, any given angle, and the golden ratio equals Z, and if 1 over the radial distance multiplied by the partial derivative multiplied by the potential over the partial derivative over the any given angle multiplied by Zav's radius times the measured angle times the golden ratio equals X, and 1 over the radial distance times the sine of the measured angle times the partial derivative of the potential over the partial derivative of the measured angle multiplied by Zav's radius multiplied by a given angle multiplied by the golden ratio equals Y. And if the potential multiplied by the radial distance multiplied by a given angle multiplied by the golden ratio plus 2 pi equals the potential multiplied by the radial distance multiplied by the measured angle multiplied by the golden ratio. What are the spherical harmonics of Zav?
Oh, good. An easy one. You got this.
Jararth the dragon speaks up and says, "Yeah, this one's really been stumping me for a while, so if you can help me out, then that would be great."
This one wasn't in the lectures. It's crazy. He went off book.
I wrote the books, and he gestures over at a massive bookshelf, all with titles written by Jararth.
Glimki's going to turn to the group and be like, "What do you think the odds are? Not with the differential thing, but of the 4 of us making it past this guy."
I guess if we push Peter at him and then run, maybe like 25%.
That can be plan B. Glimki's going to reach into his bag and he's going to pull out the black leaf that he has stashed away.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Let's get high. I didn't want to die like this.
Wasn't there some kind of benefit or how did it work?
No, I think it just makes you stoned.
Okay. Hey,
It
no,
makes you
that's
super stoned.
that's good. Can I, while I'm conversing with the group, put it on the end of a javelin?
Sure. Why not?
How does that work? Like when you're like just like sticking it on?
Yep.
Just like chewing on the leaves and like rubbing them on.
Rubbing it on the,
Oh, don't
the
chew
blade.
them. Don't chew them.
Yeah, no chewing, no chewing.
No chewing.
Yeah, and Glimki will turn around and be like, I don't know. He's going to take a running start and try to throw this javelin at Jarharith the dragon.
So 2 things happen. First off, the statue says, "That's correct. Me neither." The javelin goes flying through the air. I need you to make an attack roll against Jarharith.
We're literally
Okay.
gonna die.
No, we're good.
Fine.
This is a foolproof plan.
I can make a maneuver, so I'm going to add a superiority die to make it a precision attack.
Amazing.
But after my roll, so hopefully the roll's good anyways. What is my plus? Oh, okay, that's not very good. Let's see. Hopefully the superiority die is good. All right, that brings me to a whopping 9.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Wait, is that with the precision attack?
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit.
I will say, as the statue says that's correct, another layer of stone falls off of it. And we'll say just one of these like pieces of stone just lands on the javelin, just snapping it in 2. And the black leaf just sits there in the sand, maybe like 20 feet away. I will say, as a group, you have 1 more dose of black leaf from your initial drug purchase.
Nice. All right, Peter, you're up. And I'm going to shove you.
Jarharith the dragon flaps his wings and says, "I should probably reprogram that last question because I really do need an answer. And while it's technically correct that I don't know, it's not really helping my whole maths journey. That being said, you did get 2 correct. So,
We got 3 correct.
no, you got 2 correct. You were correct because you attempted to placate me by pandering and telling me that the world was round, even though you clearly don't believe it,
The
which is
world
great.
is round.
Love that. That's what I want to hear. Thank you. And then Clay and my son both decide to try and lecture me, even though I'm the one who does lecturing around these parts. Not the whole reason people come, you know. Crazy. Anyway, statue kick their asses, and the statue is going to doom step off the pedestal, and I need you all to roll an initiative.
And to clarify, Glimki is unarmed.
Wait, so I didn't get advantage for a surprise round? Crazy.
You did not. I will say, Jordan, if you wanted, Glimki during this all, maybe sensing how things were going after like Clay's answer, could have been donning his armor if you would.
Oh, that would be huge because I'm a squishy boy right now.
Yeah, that sounds good. You've had enough fights of late where you were
Absolutely
undressed.
unequipped, yeah. That is huge.
My initiative is a 4.
4 for the wizard.
I got a 9.
I got a 17.
I got an 11.
Wow, pretty low rolls, kids.
Yeah, that's great.
17?
All right, not you. Clearly not you.
Is this a dome-shaped room?
It is cylindrical. It is a circle, and you see that the walls extend
Spiral.
up like hundreds of feet, and you see open sky above. And you notice Glimki's looking a little pink. He's definitely got some sun exposure.
Oh no.
Oh no. Gotta wear a hat, dude.
I didn't think he had a choice.
My bad, sorry. Next time I'm being tortured, I'll bring my hat.
Yeah.
Again, not a fancy map, but there's your general idea.
Cool.
The door is at the bottom. Jarharith is standing guard over it. We'll say he flies over and he's kind of just standing there, blocking anyone's attempts to leave. And the statue is going to, like I said, turn to life. So starting with initiative count 20, Jarharith is going to roar. Jarharith the man is going to roar. and the sand in the room starts to swirl a bit, and he flaps his wings, and this large wind starts blowing around him. And I need everybody to make a strength saving throw.
Ooh,
This is a cool
19.
knapsack.
I got a 19 too.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Faunalyn,
21.
come on.
I got an 8 minus 1.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. Glimki, you grab your sword, you dig it into the ground, you stand tall. Clay, maybe you do the same thing with your mace, or maybe you grab onto Glimki's shoulder and the two of you stand there. Peter, you wrap some mud or clay around your hands and dig in and hold firm. Faunalyn, you are pushed 15 feet back away from Jar Arith, and you are knocked prone.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Oof.
okay.
I'm fine with being further back from Jar Arith. That part I'm fine with.
And we will go to Glimki.
Crap. Okay, so this giant statue man's right next to us?
Yeah, it's like in the center of the room. We'll say you're like, 5-10 feet away at most.
Okay. My goodness. I mean, besides the hack and slash, what can we do here? I'm going to stay right next to Clay, and I'll ready an action for when it comes into range. I'm not going to move.
Okay. You ready in action?
I want to attack when if it steps into range.
Sounds good. Faunalyn, you are blown head over ankles overhead. You tumble away, landing. We'll say you're blown up against one of these dunes of sand that have formed in the room, and you kind of just like land there, like familiar to when you were in a fighting ring. You kind of push back into it, and then it is your turn, though. I will say, as you fall prone, the statue's head turns to look at you, perhaps sensing that you are in a more vulnerable position as you are prone.
Okay, I would like to use my movement to stand.
Okay, that's half your movement.
And then I would like to rack my little brain for one day I'll do a combat turn in the combat.
Why?
Maybe not today.
No, it's
Because I-
gambits every time.
Okay, my options are hilarious gambit or stab him with my sword. You know?
Gambit
It's worth
it
a
up.
try. Gambit it up. Okay, does Faunalyn know anything about dragons and their relationship with knowledge in their hoard? Like, would a dragon covet a big ass bookshelf hidden away in its hoard? Would that be like a precious possession? Is what Faunalyn's wondering.
Give me a nature check or history. I will let you choose.
That's not very good. It's going to be a 2.
Oof.
That's how my gambits normally go, to be honest.
I'm going to say dealer's choice, by which I mean Faunalyn can believe that a creature who claims to care about spreading knowledge and information would have an affinity for a bookshelf containing knowledge. It's also possible that this is all a grift. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't actually care about knowledge. I'd say with the 2, his motivations and draconic lore might be obscure to you, whereas Clay, who has a book of dragons, might have been able to give you a more concrete answer.
Rogues are so boring, actually. I'm never playing a rogue again.
Just sneak attack.
I wonder if next turn I'll sneak attack. Yeah. Okay. I am going to use the remainder of my movement to move towards the books.
Okay, I'll say you still have an action. That was like a free action to make that assessment.
Actions are here's the secret. My actions are boring and I don't care to take them.
I'm actually curious about this line of thinking you just said. We're in the Reformation room. The statue needs to know if the people have learned the thing. What if this guy is just grifting? Could we catch him in a lie and be
your
forced
gambit
to...
is interesting.
Like turn the statue against him?
Yeah, we'll see.
We have different gambits, but you do your gambit. I'm gonna try to set his books on fire. Oh my god, I'm setting something on fire again. How out of character.
Okay, so you're attempting to light book on fire?
Okay, yeah. No, I am going to pull out my lantern and light it. I feel like all of this constitutes an action somehow. You don't have a ranged weapon, I don't think, so this
Why
is
don't
the
you have
best
a
I can
ranged
do.
weapon?
I don't know. I think I maybe just forgot to add it, and it hasn't come up because I never actually do combat in combat. Anyway, I'm going to pull out my
It
lantern.
seems to
I'm
be
going
like a bit of
light
an
it.
Ouroborosian issue with your experience with combat.
We
But
should
we don't have to
make
get
it
into
your
that.
umbrella can shoot
don't have to get
bullets
into it.
eventually.
Yeah.
Oh, umbrella gun. Hell yeah. Next turn I'll attack something. But this turn I'm going to light it and I'm going to look at Jar Arith and I'm going to yell, if you like your books, let us go unimpeded. Nobody's ass gets kicked.
Make a intimidation check.
Oh, okay. I'm going to stand for this one because standing makes me roll better.
You roll natural 20s all the time.
I know.
Standing! That was a 17, and I think I'm pretty intimidating. That was a 22!
Jar Arith looks at you and says, honey, I got copies of all these. I wrote them. And you watch smoke start to billow from his mouth, and a jet of fire arcs across the Reformation room, hitting the bookshelf with explosive force as the entire bookshelf is consumed in flame.
I blow out my lantern, close the door, and put it back in my backpack. Okay, Glimki, time for your gambit.
Okay.
The statue of Jar Arith is going to start charging after Faunalyn with these heavy stone steps, with each step just clouds of sand are kicked up around it. And as it's going, it is talking. It begins to lecture again. Now, you see, the thing that most folks don't understand is that if the world were flat, that would really piss me off. I've invested a lot of time and effort into making sure people understand that the world's round. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. Guess what? I don't tell anybody this. I've never told anybody this in my life. I'm actually a dragon. And I spread my wings and I flew up into the air and I saw that the world is a round sphere. Are you telling me that my eyes are lion eyes? I don't think so. And the statue is going to go, doom, doom, up on top of one of these sand dunes and look down at you, Faunalyn. And I'm going to say actually from this vantage point, it can look out around and see all of you. Yeah, I'd say with everyone's just within range. And you watch as these words are hitting your ears, and it's exhausting. It is draining. It is miserable to listen to. And I need everybody in the room to make a wisdom saving throw.
No.
I rolled badly because I didn't stand. I got an 8.
I got an 11.
I got a 9.
Oh my god, my wisdom is so good. I got a 22.
22.
So wise.
Faunalyn, Glimki,
Doesn't know the earth is round, but so
and
wise.
Peter, you are all slowed.
Oh.
Whoa.
Which means you cannot use reactions, your speed is halved, you cannot take more than one attack on your turn, and you can take an action or a bonus action, not both. The effect will last for 1 minute, but you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Sheesh.
And that will be the statue's action. And we go to Clay, the only one who is not slowed.
Okay, I would like to shout, I think you have an undiagnosed ear problem and an undiagnosed eye problem. The world is obviously flat. And I would like to cast Guiding Bolt at the statue,
Cool.
aiming specifically for the swivel neck, which I think is its weak point.
Cool.
Ooh.
Give me an attack roll.
That was a good quip. I like it.
Plus 7, 17?
17
Dang.
is what you needed.
Ooh.
Okay.
As this guiding bolt, actually it's a little bit of a lie. It was what you would have needed if you hadn't gone 2 questions correct. The AC was lowered. I forgot about that. AC is lowered, but 17 will still hit, of course, because 17 is greater than something that's less than 17. So, yeah.
Math.
Yeah, see? Jarth, not so good at
Math
math,
checks
but
out.
me, I'm good at the maths. All right. Clay, you hit. Give me some damage.
14.
14 damage on 4d6. Nice. That's
Yeah.
Dang.
actually very average.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Average amount
44,
of
and I'm like,
damage?
that's almost full. But no, 46. That's pretty good. Okay, perfect. This bolt shoots out, and I will say, as you cast this spell, Clay, the amulet around your neck, it pulses, or it seems to almost like gravity is working on it. Not quite right. It's almost like pulling to the side. It's not hanging straight down. It seems like it is attracted to something in this room.
Almost
Is
like
it
the center of
pulling-
a flat disc. Come on.
Is it pulling towards Jar?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Did Faunalyn find a brass scale
She did.
before?
Yeah.
Did she give it to Clay?
She did not have a chance to
I
give it
don't-
to you before you were
No. Okay.
interrupted. She's muted while she eats pretzels, but she said something probably very funny.
I said one day, and they're not pretzels, you dullard. They're fish crackers.
Dullard.
Dullard, yeah. Such a good one.
Dullard.
The undiagnosed eye problem.
Okay. All right. Hey, I'm just not I'm not the bad guy here. I just invented him and made him be mean to you. Okay. So Clay, you hit it, and yeah, this amulet seems to be like tugging towards Jar, and you hit the statue in the neck, right in that weak spot where you were aiming, and you see that it is like glowing, and you can see the cracks, and the seam where the neck connects with the head is illuminated by this guiding bolt. And we will go to Peter the Slow.
Peter the Slow.
Thank you. Okay. Seeing that he didn't seem to care about the books, the javelin didn't hit him, Clay's making some headway on the head of the statue.
You get advantage if you try to hit him again.
Okay, I'm gonna say, you're only a statue of stone, and your master sits on a throne, using a disguise and full of lies. I'm done listening to you drone. And I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb on the statue on the same point.
Sheesh.
Was that a freestyle?
I wrote that down. I made that up when we were like, oh, we're gonna fight a statue quickly.
Okay, give me an is that an attack roll or saving throw?
It's a spell attack.
Spell attack. Okay, go for it.
Advantage?
Yes, with advantage.
Not good. You said I needed a 17.
Less than 17.
I did a limerick. I got a 14.
With advantage?
Yeah. Damn it. I'm still working on my performances.
Okay. This guiding bolt, I will say, what flavor of chrome was it?
It would be acid to melt his neck joints.
Amazing. Okay. I will say you're close, and it raises up an arm, and you see just like little pock marks form as it absorbs the shot of this chromatic orb, but it blocks its weak point, and we'll say it doesn't do any real physical damage to it. Damn. The statue turns to look at you.
It's getting worse.
Yeah.
Now, everybody knows me as Jar Arith, but in reality, because I am a dragon, something I've never told anybody before, my name is actually Jar Arith.
Pardon?
And we'll go to the lair action. Peter, you may make a saving throw if you wish to resist being slowed.
Yes, I would. Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Again? There's a 9 in total then.
9. Still slow.
Oh no, hang on.
Oh.
A saving throw. That's an 11.
11. Still slow.
Nice.
We will go to the top of the initiative, and Jar Arith is going to continue flapping his wings, and you see that these piles of sand starts to whip around the center of the chamber, kind of obscuring the statue. And I need everybody around the statue, within 20 feet of the statue, which will be all of you, to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Con?
Yes.
Natural 20,
Hell yeah.
baby.
Hell
Let's go.
yeah.
Hey.
16.
18.
I got a 4.
Oh no.
Is this an inverse of the skill?
Yeah.
It is. Clay, maybe it's because you all are slow and you're like mid-blink when the sand kicks up, and you're just like, I'll just keep my eyes closed for a second. Clay, you're blinking fast, and you get a lot of sand in your eyes. You are blinded for 1 minute. You can repeat your saving throw at each of your turns, once again, ending the effect on yourself with a success. But you are currently blinded because this cloud of sand is just swirling around. You cannot see what's going on.
Oh no.
It is Glimker's turn. Didn't like that one, but we'll try.
Glimkers. That's a first.
Yeah, and a last.
Glimkers. Oh my god. Okay. This is good. This is really good. Has the statue moved at all?
Yeah, we'll say, yeah, you know what?
Because I did attack last time, but
we will say as it went after Faunalyn, we'll say it passed within range of you. It like kind of ignored you, and we'll let you have that attack, and then.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if we get it. Oh, 21.
That's a hit.
Okay, would you also? No, it's not my turn. I can't do that. I was gonna say Divine Smite it, but
I think Divine
you
Smite
do that?
off turn.
I don't know. Can you? You tell me.
Yeah, it's just you need to hit it with an
Like
attack.
when you hit with an attack, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. Yeah, so yeah, we'll say you can Divine Smite 5. Sure.
Sick. Okay, 21. 7 plus 2, 9. 2 more d8s.
Should have been a paladin, Shannon.
Another 9.
18
So
damage
18
total.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you slash into this thing. It is still looking big and strong and tough and powerful, much like Jararth in real life.
That's good.
But now it is Glimki's turn proper.
Nice. Did it? So it walked through my space, so it's no longer near me.
Yeah, we'll say it walked past you, or like close enough that you could like lash out with that held action. It climbed up to the sand dune, slowed you, so you can no longer take reactions, remember, in case you want to save any more actions, because you would not be able to trigger them at that point. But it is your turn. And I believe your speed is reduced to 10 feet, because you are a little man with little legs.
Yeah, damn. Okay, I'm still next to Clay. Clay, you haven't moved, right?
Nope.
Okay. I'm just gonna lock in again, I think. What can we do? How far is Faunalyn?
You know?
Yeah, right. Right.
What the hell was that, DM?
I should have assumed it was.
Am I not allowed to whimper mid-session? Sorry. We will say Faunalyn is about 25 feet away, kind of ran either around or over the sand dune towards the bookshelves.
Okay, and I see that this thing is still locked in on Faunalyn.
Actually, we will say, as Clay is blinded, it turns and looks at Clay.
Okay, can I do the same thing then? I'm just gonna stay 5 feet from Clay and ready an attack for when it walks into range. Same thing.
Sure.
And
I
then
will
I'll do my
advise.
wisdom save.
I will advise, because I'm a kind, godly man who went to church for many years. You cannot take reactions.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So slow.
Then I'm just gonna
If
try
I
to make
was
the
a
save.
sinful man who never went to church, I probably wouldn't have told you that.
I guess I could throw another javelin.
Yeah, I would say you could
Yes.
probably just run up to it as well. Like, Faunalyn's 25 feet away, but it didn't get all the way to Faunalyn.
Yeah, but there's I want to be next to Clay so I can protect him.
Oh, that's so sweet. Glimki cares about his friends even after they abandon him and try to bring him 30 eggs.
I abandoned
And
them.
they ate all that.
Oh, Glimki's resistant to my effects to turn himself against the party.
Yeah, I could throw a javelin. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Is the guiding bolt still in effect?
I think it was just one attack.
Yeah.
Got it.
Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. Oh, nice. I got a 1.
The sand is still whipping around. You throw this bolt or this javelin, and very Wizard of Oz style, it just goes and is sucked up into the air and then like lands on the opposite end of the chamber and just like clatters to the ground. Anything else, Glimki?
Nope.
Okay.
The wisdom save. 6.
6. Still slow.
Dang.
Faunalyn, the slow.
Okay, I'm going to actually attack the statue.
Wow.
Okay.
And then
Big day.
I've actually never used this ability before.
Whoa, world premiere.
Oh no, she's back on her bullshit. What will she do next? My question is, I have Master of Tactics where I can use the help action as a bonus action to aid an ally in attacking a creature.
Cool.
It's bonus action. So do I just like specify on my turn who I want to help when the time comes around?
But I will advise you, because you are slowed, you can only take an action or a bonus action.
That's fucked up. Okay, next turn. I am going to slowly drag my feet up to the statue, which I think I was quite close to. I'm going to, in slow motion, unsheath my umbrella sword.
Everyone's like, wow, so dramatic. And you're trying your hardest to just draw this thing out.
Yeah. I'm going to toss the opened umbrella part to be near Glimki because I know he needs the sun cover. And then I'm going to, in slow motion, swing to hack at the glowing neck also. And I have advantage, sneak attack, right? Because my friends are within.
Glimki specifically stated.
Oh,
Remember, like,
Glimki, what the
episode
hell?
21 when Glimki's like, we should work on our team tactics.
God.
I'm doing my team tactic. I'm close to Clay.
None of it matters. I rolled a natural 1.
All right.
Oh.
Let's go. 2 1s in a row?
Vamos!
Party
What
on.
happened?
Let's go.
What happened to us? Oh no.
I don't know. I used to be lucky.
Yeah. Okay. So, Faunalyn, you try and stab this thing, and you just like stab foil first just into a chunk of stone, and your blade bends, and you pull it back, and it does no damage. Would you like to make a saving throw against the slow effect?
Yeah, I would like to.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh. I just looked up my species traits. Sorry to interrupt. I have gnome cunning, so I actually am supposed to get advantage on wisdom saves.
Would you like to re-roll?
Yes.
There we go. Sorry, Shannon, what did you get?
21.
I rolled
Sorry.
a 3.
3. Amazing. Glimki, you were like, oh, I'm so slow. And then you're like, no, wait a minute. I'm smarter than this. I'm a gnome. And you start moving fast again. You're like, just move fast,
Okay,
dummy.
good.
And you, your legs kick into effect. Scrappy Doo style. That's right. I'm bringing it back. 2 podcasts with Elliot.
Oh.
Puppy power. And your legs kick into effect. It hurts.
I'm gonna leave now.
Jar Arith, doom, the statue, that is going to walk towards you, Clay, and say, now, to be clear, and maybe that was unclear before because this is a spoken medium, not a written medium. Now, when I'm presenting as an elven individual, my name is Jar Arith, Jhar space Aaruth. But when I'm presenting in my draconic form, my true name, not my true name and like, oh, I'm going to capture this man, I'm going to bind him for all eternity to be my eternal servant or whatever, but like my name proper, my legal name is Jar Arith, Jhar apostrophe Aaruth.
Wow.
And it is going to make a multi-attack against you, Clay, with advantage because you are blind.
No. Okay, now can I, because I am not slowed, I can use my reaction?
Yeah!
Okay, I'm going to step in front of her to use protection. Try to
Cool.
get my shield between, so I can impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay, so the advantage and the disadvantage cancel out. So these will just be 2.
Okay.
Does this apply to all attacks or just like a
It just
single
says
attack?
on the attack roll.
You know what? I'm just going to say, because I don't feel like researching it, my gut feeling is it's like a single attack. But screw it. Why not? We'll just say for both attacks. You know, you're getting in its face. You're pulling the shield up. We'll say just 2 basic attack rolls against you, Clay.
Come on.
Does a 22 hit?
Wow, that's
Yeah.
absurd to ask.
Wait, let me think about it. Yeah.
Then you're going to hate my friend 26.
Oh.
Bruh.
Okay.
Hate my friend.
I tried.
You tried. Now, for what
Aw,
it's
man.
worth, the damage would normally be 3d8 plus 6, but because you did well on the pop quiz, and by well I mean like you got 50% right, it is reduced to 2d8 plus 5 damage for each attack. So the first
Great.
attack is going to hit you for
Wow.
13 damage, Clay,
Oh, fun.
and then the next will hit you for 17.
Oh,
Oh,
my
wait. let me
God.
See how
Okay.
So I
much.
think that's a total
That's
of 30
okay.
damage.
Okay. Okay.
Dear God.
Are you up still?
Yeah.
Cool. So
Yeah,
Clay,
I'm up.
you are rubbing sand from your eyes. There's just like, you can't see, your eyes are burning, they're irritated. You feel someone run around you, and then boom, boom. These 2 fists just pound into you, kind of reaching over Glimki. And you just like, you're wobbling, like you barely manage to stay on your feet. And that will be Clay's turn, as it were.
How do I get rid of the sand? Like, is that a check at the end of my turn?
At the end of your turn, you can repeat the saving throw, yeah.
Darn.
Okay, well, interesting.
If only we were level 5.
One day.
After this, hopefully. Okay, well, since I can't see, she's gonna clutch at her amulet. And can I, like, do a check to see if I know anything about brass dragons and if they have any weaknesses?
Sure. Give me I'm going to let you choose between nature, history, or religion. And you can roll with advantage given your personal background.
They're all -1 skills, though.
That's fair. You're not book smart.
No, I have the dragon encyclopedia, which hopefully that helps a little bit. I rolled a 10 -1 is 9. I think I'm gonna roll history.
With advantage? That's with advantage?
Oh, with advantage.
Come on.
Yeah, that's with advantage.
Oh, no.
I will say you remember dozing through a sermon in your youth, spending some time at the Dragon's Heart Cathedral, and there was a lecture that it wasn't the Bright Scale. Well, it was the Bright Scale, but it wasn't Warwick Hummel in those days. It was his predecessor, who obviously recently passed away, thus paving the way for Warwick to take over as the Bright Scale of the church. But I will say that this lecture, this sermon was going on for so long, and you heard one of the sisters kind of quietly to another sister, very, very quietly, but just loud enough that you could hear, say, he talks more than a bloody brass dragon. And you were able to infer in that moment that brass dragons are known for being very gregarious or talkative, and they just like to hear the sound of their own voice, just something you picked up. I would say with a 9, you maybe also know that they like to live in deserts or hot, arid climates. You maybe don't know, like, if you sing them a song from their childhood, they'll die on the spot or anything like that. I'd say with a 9, you don't know the kill switch of Jar Arith. But you do know,
fair.
they like to talk a lot.
Okay, then I will say I don't give a shit how your name is spelled, and then I'm going to. I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere in the direction of the statue's voice. I don't think I need sight for this one. It just appears. Does it have to be on the ground? How does the sphere work? I wanted to cast it above his head.
You know what? We'll say this goes meteor style. You can't see very well, but you just reach up into the sky, hold your amulet aloft, and this burning ball of flame just starts to circle and form, and then just plummets to the ground. And it'll just connect directly with the Jar Arith statue. What kind of saving throw does it need to make?
It's a DC 15 dexterity saving.
It gets a 7.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So,
you want to see a sphere? I'll give you a sphere.
Oh,
We're gonna claim sass montage here.
yeah,
Hell
this is
yeah.
good.
And then how much damage?
8 damage.
Fire explodes in the air, and the sphere, we will say, is currently burning atop its head. It might fall off at some point. If it moves, it's gotta go. It's gotta go with the sphere, but that's fine. For now, it is on a burning halo of fire upon its head. And Clay, if you wish, you may try and save from being blinded.
Yes, I would like to do that. It's a con save?
Yes.
Oh, I rolled a 19 on the die. For a 21.
Hell yes. Okay. I love it. You are no longer blind. You wipe the sand out of your eyes, and you see this burning statue just 5 feet back from you. It's got a 10-foot reach. We'll say 10 feet back from you, because that explains why Glimki got in the way. Very cool. Anyway. Peter.
Yeah. We went an entire session without that.
Yeah, we did pretty good.
Still attacking that statue thing, are we? Okay, I may have used that time to write another limerick, so I'm being productive. I'm gonna look at dear old Dragon Dad and then look back at the statue, and I feel like since Dad isn't attacking us, I'm gonna go and just plow through the statue and hope that this ends the conflict. So I'm gonna look at the statue and say, I'm bored of watching that head spin. With this spell, we'll surely win. Your boss is a drake, so let's hit the break. Now have some of your own medicine. And I cast Magnify Gravity.
Nice.
Let's go.
Snaps for
Okay.
Peter.
Try and slow that guy down.
Hell yeah.
What kind of saving throw is that?
Constitution saving throw, please, Beck.
Okay, so I will tell you, because I want y'all to like me. As part of this creature normally has magic resistance, advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. But given how you did on the quiz, it lost that ability. If you'd gotten one less correct, it would have still had magic resistance.
That's
It
convenient.
loses its magic resistance trait. Convenient.
Yeah.
All right, convenient. All right. All right. You know what? You want to know the other things it still has? It still has 158 HP, guys.
Oh, for real?
Well, I want you to know I rolled 2 dice anyway, which was stupid of me, but I rolled a 1 and a 7, so ignoring the fact that I should have only rolled 1 is going to fail. So, what is the effect of magnifying gravity when you increase gravity?
They take 2d8 force damage, and its speed is halved until the end of the next turn.
Yes,
Amazing.
yes.
Slow boy.
Yes. 14 force
14.
damage.
Hey.
And this time I feel confident saying, that's pretty good.
Yes. It's really high.
Let's go. Okay. The ground around it cracks, and you see sand just start to pool in around its feet as the gravity is pulling it down. This crown of fire is just burning upon its head, and it's not happy about that. Jar doesn't like that, neither him nor his statue. Anything else, Peter? Even though you can't really do much else because you're slow.
Well, that was a 10-foot radius. Could I have snuck Jar in that as well, or is he too far away?
I would say based off where he is, he's kind of closer to the door.
Okay.
I'd say he's probably just outside of the radius.
No worries. I just wanted to get him a little bit.
Yeah, just wanted to hit your dad.
Yeah, I'm mad. All right, no,
big man.
That'd be me. I do the little wisdom save for my slowness.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You can wisdom save again against the slow.
It's an 8. I'm still slow.
You're so slow, Peter. Peter, I need you to do something for me.
Is that Marge?
I was going for Willem Dafoe, but you know what? More like Marge Dafoe. Anyway, lair action.
Crap.
He claps his wings towards you once again and says, now, Peter, it didn't have to go this way. We could have talked this out like father and son like we used to. We could have learned from each other, as we always have, but instead you threw that all away for some cheap thrills with your good time friends. And I need everybody to make a strength saving throw.
We're the good time friends. We're not having a good time at all.
18.
Wow.
Straight.
3.
5.
I also got a 5.
Oh, no.
This is
Neither
going
can live
badly.
while the other survives. Jordan, Glimki, you, once again, we'll say you're blown off your feet. You grab onto the foot of this statue and just hold on to your position. Clay, Faunalyn, and Peter, you are pushed again 15 feet back and you are knocked prone. So for Peter, we would say maybe you land up against the statue. Clay, we'll say you kind of tumble between its legs and you land just behind it. And Faunalyn, you are, we're going to say shoved into the flaming bookshelf. And you will take
Are we going to say that?
5 fire damage. Yeah, we're going to say that. You're going to take 5 fire damage.
Okay.
As
Sure.
just ash and burning wood lands down around you. Your wig starts to smolder.
Shit.
And that is Jar's lair action. And we go to the Glim Man. The Glim Glam Man. We'll get there.
Have you tried Glimus yet?
Okay, I threw a K in there and
Ooh.
it felt bad, but maybe without the K it'll feel better.
Oh, no.
Giving us that
Okay.
limb.
Okay, we're getting tossed around a little bit. That's okay.
I like that Shannon is suffering from the consequences of her own actions. in that books.
That tends to be the way things go.
As is often the case around here.
Okay, if I run... Oh, shoot. If I run over to Clay, I'll take an opportunity attack.
No, we'll say you're you could move around the statue.
To get to Clay?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, I'm going
Without
to use my action to give you some of my lay on hands.
Yes,
Oh.
thank you.
I'll give you 15 HP.
Oh,
Thank you.
Use it. So yeah, Glimki runs over through the sand, takes a knee, and his glowing green hands kind of presses against your back as we kind of lift you off the ground. And you feel a little bit better.
amazing.
I feel much
Anything else,
better.
Glimki?
Uh,
Much better.
I don't think so. I'm just gonna stay with Clay again.
Okay. Faunalyn on fire.
Okay, well, I'm going to take a few steps away so that I am no longer on fire.
Amazing.
And then I'm still slowed, so I'm going to just use my help thing, and I'm going to give Peter the help action because he's been doing some cool shit. Glimki has been ignoring me and helping Clay instead, so Peter gets the boon this
It's a
turn.
proximity thing.
Sure.
We're just closer.
Physically.
Ah. So Peter will get advantage, and I don't have to be within 5 feet. This ability lets me be within 30 feet of
That's
the person
very
I can
cool.
see.
Okay. So what do you say to him?
I point at him with a shaking, burning hand, and I say, "Do something!" And now I'm going to make my saving throw to not be slowed anymore.
Ooh, something.
Mother of God! That's another natural one. I'm
Throw
not
those
touching
out.
these dice anymore.
Throw those out.
Yeah, these dice, they're Laura's dice, but they're going in the garbage.
They're gone. Sorry, Laura.
Crazy.
Hey, she'll thank you.
Sorry. That's 2 natural ones in a row. I'm done with them.
Amazing. So Faunalyn, you tell Peter to do better, and the statue is going to look down at the bumper crop of targets around it. Peter is slow. Clay is sickly. I think it's going to go after Glimki and Peter. Do an attack on each of you.
How far is Peter from me?
Well, I'll say like 10 feet.
God dang it.
And he is going to, because he like landed on one side of the statue, Clay got blown to the other side.
Fair.
And the statue is going to look down at you both and say, "Now, perhaps you just aren't understanding me. Perhaps I haven't been clear. Perhaps we need a better demonstration of gravity." And it's going to raise both hands into the air and just come slamming down at the same time on both of you.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Jordan, Glimki, that'll be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, it does hit.
Yeah, I think that just about does it.
That will be 16 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. Nice.
Peter.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That is a natural 20.
No!
Oh,
No.
okay.
Okay. Rolled not crazy. 22 bludgeoning damage.
Well, 23 was my max, and I wasn't a max. So I am squished a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Just like 2 pillars of sand erupt from the ground as these fists come slamming down. And as the sand clears, Glimki is kind of dazed and Peter is crumpled on the ground, bleeding heavily.
No!
And the fight continues. The statue will end its turn without moving. So Clay, it will take the fire damage from your flaming sphere if you want to roll that. Oh, it makes a dex saving throw.
Yeah, make the save first.
And then it's, is it save and take half damage if it succeeds?
Yeah,
Okay. It fails with a 5. So it'll take the full 2d6.
which is 6 damage.
It's starting to look a little beat up. Kinda. Sorta.
Kinda.
It doesn't have 150 health.
Well, not anymore. More like 100.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, that's 6 damage. Ooh.
Alright.
Clay, speaking of, it is your turn. You are concentrating on the flaming sphere, remember?
Yeah.
What would you like to do? Glimki just took a big punch. You're not doing great. Faunalyn's mostly okay.
I don't think I'm that okay. I started the fight at like low HP. I took 6 before and 5 now. I'm down to 11.
Ooh, actually, yeah, that is pretty.
That's adding
damn.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clay, what would you like to do?
I go, oh no, Peter, you're to your own son. That's just cruel. I will cast a healing word to Peter so he's not down anymore.
Yes.
You get 1 HP back.
Oh my god.
Sorry, 1 plus 4. Sorry, 5. I rolled a 1.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm gonna ram my flaming sphere.
Now, hey, technically,
Can I do that?
healing word is a bonus action, correct?
So you can't move
Oh,
this
so I
sphere.
can't.
Yeah, I personally have never been that guy.
But
Oh,
today.
How far is Peter from me?
Peter is like 10 feet from you.
Can I run around the statue and cast Cure Wounds on him as an action instead?
Sure, that sounds great. So
I'll do that
feel free to,
instead,
Peter, you lose 5
so-
HP.
And
We'll watch
you
what happens
get-
next.
How much?
Clay
Back
sucks
down
the
to-
healing words back into their mouth, and oh, that was
And
good.
you get
Yeah, thank you.
8 health back instead.
Okay.
Amazing. So you get 8, and then you're going to bonus action sphere attack.
Yeah. So another dex save.
Okay. It will fail again for another 2d6 fire damage.
Yes.
And he'll take another 6 damage.
Stacking up 6 more damage. Okay.
Hell yeah.
What does the sphere do to move away and then like come flying back into Jar Arith?
It like rolls over his foot and then comes back and rolls over his foot.
It rolls down him.
Like backs up and
Wait,
just rams into him again.
Mechanically, this ball is on the ground, right? Like ground height.
I think so. Now it's on the ground.
It's not
yeah.
actually on the. That's good for me. I'll need
Okay.
that.
Amazing. So the ball rolls into Jar statue once again, does another 6 fire damage. Peter, you are back up. And it is your toy, and you are still slowed. You are prone. You're not having a good time. You're not having.
No.
Welcome to the Bird Soup experience. Combat generally tough,
We have the help action, right?
but you have been helped. Yeah. So you wake up to see Clay standing over you, and Faunalyn shout out, "Do better!"
With the pointing finger emoji. I didn't write a funny limerick this turn because I was
Do
squished.
better!
Oh.
He was squished.
Are we really gonna just keep hammering this thing, or do we try a different tactic? I say to the minds of my new friends.
Do you want to kill your dad, or do you want to like leave?
I don't like him, so I feel like we're not gonna get him after a statue. It's gonna be a bit of a
The
tricky
statue's
fight.
already.
I'd kill you.
Just a dragon after this, guys. So good.
Once we're done with the statue.
Your
Yeah,
dad coughs up blood.
I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna say, "Hey there, Dad! Stop this thing before I get real angry and show you my true self." And I try and like imitate a dragon's breath, but shoot pyrotechnics and fireworks out of my hands, but like as my mouth towards him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
It could only be
what is
Dragon Dad.
what is the
Dragon
spell? I
Son.
guess first is my first question.
Craziest twist.
Pyrotechnics.
Pyrotechnics,
Is the actual
okay.
spell.
Amazing. Is there any effect beyond making beautiful?
Deception.
Fireworks.
Hello.
He can be blinded on a con save.
Okay, and this is towards your father,
Actual
not the
dragon.
statue. Okay,
Yeah.
I made a real mistake by naming 2 characters,
Yeah.
Jar Arth and Spite.
Jar statue.
Okay, so I am going to say first off, he will make a con saving throw.
Yep.
Yes. Ooh, he gets a 14. Actually, no, wait a minute. Saving throw. 19.
Fuck.
Oh,
My bad.
Yeah.
Adult brass dragon, kids.
Yeah. He's a big boy. He saves, yes.
Okay, so yeah, this firework goes off in his face, and he kind of blinks his eyes and then cocks his head. Could you make a deception check, please?
yes.
So good at these, I can tell you right now.
Is the help action still relevant or not?
I am doing better.
Yeah, we'll give it to you with advantage. Why not?
Cool.
He's a kind DM.
An 18.
Yay!
Magic mouth.
Come on, stupid dragon.
This guy is easily fooled. He might believe that he adopted a dragon child.
Yeah. Could it be my son? Dragon.
What are the odds?
Perhaps he inherited that from me.
Oh my god.
Time slows down. If this were a stage play, the lights would dim and the spotlight would shine directly on Peter and Jar Arth. And you step forward and you threaten to reveal your true nature as well. And he cocks his head and he looks at you and says, "Peter, you're not saying, are you?"
You're not the only one with secrets, Dad. You know, when you'd leave the window open at night, well, I could fly out. I saw the world, and I see that it's round too. That's why I stuck around for so long.
Okay, so I can chalk up your answers during the pop quiz to youthful rebellion and trying to hurt your dad by saying hurtful things about the world being flat. I can ignore all that. I guess I'm asking then, Peter, what changed? Why have you turned against me if you still believe in our cause?
Growing up here has been difficult. I didn't know you were the same as me. I thought I was unique and I thought I was odd. I thought I had these powers and I was something different. But seeing that we are the same, I mean, it came as a surprise, and maybe I was still fighting those natural urges to run away from home or fly away, because I'm definitely a dragon. But maybe we can work on this. Anyway, these people here, they've got nothing to do. They're not dragons like me and you. Let them go.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Whoa.
Alright, one statue, then we gotta kill 2 dragons.
Persuasion's a 9.
9. Peter, this is fantastic. I always knew there was a reason I fished you out of the ocean. Show me.
Oh.
Show me, son. And I will say the spotlight dims, the theater lights come back on, the fight renews in earnest. I will say, while you have not convinced him to give up the ghost, so to speak, he will not take a lair action this turn. So there will be no beating of wings or blinding sands or anything to that effect. So has not stopped him, but has maybe slowed him down slightly, distracted him. And you can also end your turn with a saving throw against being slowed.
Okay.
Come on now.
A natural 20. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Could have used that
Alright.
one earlier, but this will do.
One earlier would have been good. One earlier than you're done. So it goes to the top of the order. The lair action is skipped, and we go to Glimki. You are wobbling. Peter has stepped forward and is shouting at his father, telling him he's a dragon, apparently. The statue looks at you and says, "Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. The world's round. Crazy."
Okay. Sphere is on the ground. Is it
Yes.
in its occupied space now?
We'll say it's like at its feet.
If I were to push this thing into the sphere, would that hurt it again? I think I would have to make another dex save, maybe.
I would let you make like a contested athletics check to like try and shove it in as your action, and if it failed, then it would take the sphere damage, we'll say.
Nah, no need. I'm gonna run around. I'm gonna run around and try to. I swing my sword. I'm gonna run around it, so I'm between, like it's between me and the sphere. I'm gonna swing my sword. I got a 21.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to. Fuck it. Why not? Let's do another divine smite.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's 8 plus 2, 7 plus 2 more d8. Oh man, on the dice, not great. 13 slashing damage. And then because I've made an attack, I can use a bonus action to use another one of my maneuvers, so I can do my Shield Master shove. So now I can use my bonus action to try shove the creature 5 feet.
Contested athletics check.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's strong. But what'd you get?
19 on the dice, plus 2, 21. Come on, please.
It has a +6 to strength,
Come on.
but I rolled a measly 6 on the die.
Yes.
So you
nice.
shove it, and sorry, does it fall prone?
It just shoves 5 feet back.
5 feet? Okay, so we'll say it trips over this fireball, burning the soles of its stone feet.
Yes.
If one of you wants to roll another 2d6 fire damage.
I'll roll it.
Let's go.
Yeah. That's 5 damage.
That's okay. Let's
Death
go.
by
We're
1,000 cuts.
We're chipping away.
Maybe 10,000 cuts. It's chipping. It is, I would say it looks pretty damaged. If statues could bleed, it would be. That's my cute way of saying it's bloodied.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. The Glim Glam does his Glim Glam plan, and we're on to Faunalyn.
Wow.
Ooh, I really, really hope I can contribute this turn.
That'd be crazy.
I was knocked away from him. I was lit on fire.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm being so helpful this turn. I'm going to point at Glimki and I'm going to say, keep doing things. Yes. and do my Master of Tactics bonus action. And now I'm going to roll a wisdom save to see if I'm still slowed.
I'm trying.
That was a 19 plus. That's a 21. Am I still slow?
You are no longer slowed.
Yay!
Oh my god.
I can't help but feel like the rogue mastermind ability was intended to be like, I see its weak spot. If you strike there, it'll do this damage. Not like a fight for me, squire type beats, but it works for you somehow. So amazing. You are no longer slowed. You yell at Glimki to stab the thing again. And we go to the statue's turn. It'll attempt to regenerate its slow ability. It fails to do so. And so it is going to punch.
Classic.
We will say that Glimki just struck it. Clay is there. It's going to strike once at Clay, once at Glimki. And it's going to look at the two of you. Crack. I've always relied on the kindness of strangers. Crack. But I don't find you very kind right now.
How far am I from Clay?
You know what? You ran around it.
God
you did the
damn it,
fireball
no.
thing. I will say that, whatever. We'll say you wound up next to Clay through the
Yes,
movement
okay.
of it all.
I'll take the normal attack, but disadvantage on Clay's.
Okay. So Clay, you are attacked with disadvantage. Well, it would be a 16, but instead, it is a natural 1.
Sick.
So Clay,
Okay.
this fist pounds down at you, and Glimki just jumps in front, shield drawn, stopping the strike from hitting you. But it does leave Glimki exposed as another fist comes flying in with a 24.
Yeah.
And Glimki, you will take 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That's the okays of a man who's still got at least 2 HP.
Yeah, we're good. I got you, Clay.
Thank you.
The statue pounds. Clay, speaking of getting got, it is your turn. Oh, actually, statue will burn again, so it'll make another dex save.
Oh, yes.
It is not rolled above, I think, a 10 on any dex save attempt, so it'll fail once again.
That's good.
Or
That's what I like to hear.
All right.
Another
sassy.
6 damage this time.
Another
Whose
6.
side are you on?
And you have not rolled above a
Doing a
6 on the damage. That's
I know.
crazy. That's fine, though. Clay, it is your turn, though. What do you wish to do? What do you wish to do?
Okay, it's starting to look bloodied for a statue.
Yeah, it still looks like it's got some fight in it, but it's the hits are starting to add up, for sure.
Okay.
If you asked me if it had a funny number of HP, I would say no, but it has 1 less than a funny number.
419 HP?
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay,
On it.
is that a save?
It's a dex save.
Dex save. It fails. Not a dexterous creature.
Okay.
That's good. I've learned that, so keep failing those saves.
I got you.
Take 1d8.
Nice.
And that's great. You take 2 damage from that.
2 damage. Love cantrips.
2 radiant damage. 2 radiant damage, and then I'm gonna slam my spear back into him.
All right. Dex
So
save.
Another dex. Yeah.
Another 9 on the die. It is literally just cannot get above 10. Fail.
Okay.
I need you to get at least
another
Wow.
6. Just every
That's
combination.
crazy.
Damn.
Okay, Clay, you are moving fireballs and calling down divine flames. There's just flame whipping around you. Your amulet is pulling heavily to the side towards Jar Arith. You feel like pulsing. It's hungry almost. And we will say it is, unless you wish to move,
No, I'll stay here where Glimki can protect me.
Peter's
Yep.
turn.
Team tactics. It's working.
Team tactics.
Yeah.
Tactics.
Okay. So I now have to become a dragon.
Oh yeah, good luck.
Yeah. Can I use the cantrip control flames and grab the flames from the bookcases and pull them behind my back as a set of wings?
Whoa.
Give me an Arcana check. You can definitely do this, but we'll see how effective it is.
Ooh, a 19, but let me add something.
Okay.
Okay. 24.
24.
Bro's a wizard.
Dang.
Yeah, that is.
And apparently a dragon.
Yeah. Who knew?
This mantle of flame appears behind you. It's hot. It's hot on your
Yeah.
back, but you're You're biting your tongue. It's not quite burning you. It's not causing physical damage, but like you're like, I don't know how long I can keep this up for before like my clothes start to burn. But what do you say as you do this?
I say, I'm still new, Dad. You can see this. I have wings. We're the same. You'll have to teach me. Let me become your true son.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh.
With advantage.
I was going to say with advantage. I said true son and everything.
I'm touched.
It's not good. The second one was a 1. 6. Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Jar is going to look at you and say, what kind of dragon are you?
The real kind.
Yeah. Just like, I don't know. There's so many. I haven't found out yet, Dad. I haven't shown my scales. I have an affinity for the mud. You've known this?
Could be green. That's troubling, but we can learn to live with that. All right, well, a true dragon should be able to resist my breath attack, so buckle up, kiddo. And you watch as steam starts to form in his mouth, and you clench, like, fully expecting a blast of flame to the face, but instead this cloud washes over you. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Not good at them.
Just torches him.
It was good to be on the show.
It wasn't hilarious.
16.
Oh, it was
Oh,
so
no.
close.
Oh, no.
No. What?
Your lungs fill with smoke, and you start to feel very sleepy, and you just collapse to the ground, unconscious.
No.
No.
And the rest of you hear Jar say, so definitely not Brass. Brass Dragon would have been able to resist that. I guess he is adopted, so that makes sense, but anyway, how you folks doing over there? You had enough yet? Ready to admit the world's round?
Never!
Elbow.
It's round. It's round. It's round.
That's more like it, but I think a little bit more of this, and then we should be able to call it good. And that'll be his action. His lair action is him putting you to sleep. The three of you do look over and you see Peter is now... And Glimki, you're pretty sure this is what brought you to the Reformation room in the first place.
It's starting to make sense.
Speaking of Glimki, though, it is Glimki's turn.
You have the advantage also.
On attack too?
Yes.
Oh snap. Let's do the maneuver again. Circle around the back of the statue to place the orb behind it. And I will roll with advantage.
Go for it.
Come on. Oh, both were high. I got an 18 and a 19, so 23.
You smiting?
Are you serious? I think I rolled a 1 on the damage dice for 3.
Woo-hoo!
Oh my god. I've got 1 spell slot left. I don't think we're fighting the dragon, so I'll use it. And let's see how this goes. Okay. So 3 damage plus 11 radiant damage.
Okay.
So 14 plus.
That's pretty good.
I will use my bonus action to shove the creature.
Okay.
Tested athletics.
It rolls a natural 20.
No way! Me too. I got a 9.
It gets a 26. And are you moving?
Yeah, I guess I'll just circle around them again.
Back to
Get
Clay.
close to Clay.
Perfect. You're doing like the thing in Star Wars Episode 5 where they trip up the walkers. You just
Yes,
run around this
exactly
thing.
that.
You forgot to bring the rope, though. That's that's the main problem.
Yeah, that would have been a smart.
Faunalyn, you are no longer slowed. You're no longer burning. You're not blind. You're not prone. What are you doing?
I pull out my lantern. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. Glimki is in range of the bad guy now, which means that I can do advantage-y thingies. And I actually had a short bow in my inventory the whole time.
Oh, nice.
I was like, I know.
Sick.
I don't know
what
I need to get
happened
one
there.
of those.
You can borrow mine. I don't use it. Okay. So first things first. I am going to run up, all brave style or whatever, and I'm going to. Actually, my short bow does almost as much damage. I'm still gonna run up for the drama, and I am going to hack at the statue with sneak attack. Oh lordy, that's a 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Nice.
Come on. Sneak attack.
Come
Let's go.
Okay, that's going to be.
Come on.
I get 2d6 for my sneak attack, I believe.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 16 damage.
Let's go.
Look who decided to
help.
enter the fight.
I can help. And then I am going to use my bonus action to, because Peter is sleeping, I'm sorry. I am going to hiss at Glimki, who is next to me. And I'm going to say, hey, you did something. That's good. Next time, go for the eyes.
This is supposed to be helpful to me?
That was helpful. Go for the eyes.
Oh my god.
Go for the solar plexus.
Is
I
this
don't know.
encouragement? Negative reinforcement I don't think works that well for me.
I said, okay, you did something. How is that negative? I literally acknowledged that you did something.
Tone? Delivery?
The statue turns to look at you and says, now actually my eyes are purely ornamental. I don't actually need to see out of them. At least I'm pretty sure. I've never been without them, so hard to say. Anyway, on with the fight. And Faunalyn, anything else you wish to do? Or you've action, bonus actions, you've moved?
It doesn't sound like there's anything left.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it. You stab this thing, and we'll say just like you find a fissure and you stab into it, and just like a huge chunk of rock comes tumbling off of its right leg, landing next to you. It for all the damage it is meting out, it's starting to look pretty beat up. The stone is blackened and charred from the repeated exposure to the flaming sphere. There are numerous cuts where vines are growing out and like weeds grow out of concrete, just forcing the rock apart. Now you've stabbed into one of these weak spots and severely damaged it. It is looking rough, but it still gets to go. And it is going to turn to look at you, Faunalyn, and say, now you've been saying a lot. I'm sorry. And turn to look at you, Faunalyn, and say, now, normally I'm the one who does the lecturing here, and it's crazy that I'm saying this because this is a pre-recorded message. So if you could just stop yelling so much and let me do my job, that would be much appreciated. And it's going to attack you twice.
Oh god. Twice?
Twice.
Oh, she's.
I'm sorry. God forbid a woman speak. God forbid a woman speak in the man room.
Wait, is she close? Is she close to me?
I'll allow it.
Yeah. I use my
So
reaction.
it reduces a natural 20 to a 24.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
And I rolled 2 more 16s on the second attack, so that's another 24. So it'll hit you twice, Faunalyn.
You could permakill me, so just be advised if you do 33 damage, you will permakill me.
Huh, that's good to know. So I do 14 on the first attack. And a 15 on the second attack.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Faunalyn's unconscious.
Faunalyn, you get punched up into the air with this massive uppercut, and as you're flying up, your eyes start to dim, and you see a second fist flying out of the air, punches you back down. Fortunately for you, you land on the cot that Glimki was previously seen on, and a blanket whips up into the air and just slowly drifts onto you. And at first, everyone's like, oh, that's nice, she's taking a nap, and then it looks more like a morgue, like the sheet just like covers you, and there's just a wig poking out. Faunalyn is not looking great, because she's dying. Anyway, I forgot to reroll it slow. It recharges it slow. Probably if I'd remembered to do that, it would have done that instead. But instead, it nearly permakills you with a multi-attack.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Clay's still standing. What you gonna do?
Did you say Faunalyn was knocked back onto the cot?
Yeah.
Unconscious, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, why'd you knock her away?
I don't know. Because as I said, I'm like, cool narrative description. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, tough for a young gunner who might want to heal later on.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. If you wish a healing word, I will still let you move your sphere this turn because I got creative with the rules, so I will give my creativity back to you.
Wow. So generous.
Thank you.
That's
I know.
nice. Okay, I have to take advantage since you're
Yes.
offering. Healing word to Faunalyn then.
Thank you so much. You are so kind and benevolent. Oh, thank you.
That is yet another
Much
5.
obliged.
5 HP
I'm
back.
thriving. Oh, I'm thriving.
And just keep doing the same thing. Bonus. Oh, wait, it didn't roll for the sphere, did it? At the end of its turn.
No, it did not.
Hell yeah.
Would you believe that is
Cheater.
a 6 on the die?
I would believe it.
Thank
And
you.
it's going to take 8 damage
8 damage.
at the end of its turn, and then roll again for my turn. I'm going to move the sphere
Okay.
again.
Wow, I rolled a 10 on the die, so it fails again.
Wow.
Okay, nice.
This guy stinks.
Oh, 9 damage.
Holy smokes. I will say this sphere bowls into it and just takes its legs out. They crack and they crumble and it falls down, just like collapsing everything from the waist down. It is a torso with arms. It is just kind of thrashing about angrily. And it's saying, now, I don't know much about anatomy given that I'm a statue, but I think I need legs. So give those back to me. S'il te plaît. That's right, I speak Dwarven. And that is Clay's turn.
Yeah.
Peter, you are asleep on the sand, and the three of you look as Jar Arth spreads his wings and takes 2 deliberate steps towards Peter's sleeping body. He raises up a massive claw, and he brings it down, and then just kind of taps him on the shoulder. Tap, 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 using his action to wake you. And he says, all right, so, Peter, I think I understand what's going on here. I don't think you're a dragon, son. But you saw that your old man was a dragon, and you wanted to be a dragon too. You wanted to be more like me. And I understand that, because, look at me. I'm pretty splendid, all things considered.
Splendid.
Now, that doesn't mean we can't still hang out. That doesn't mean things have to change. I mean, you're getting older. Your body's changing. I don't really know how humans puberty, is that what you call it? I don't really know how and when that happens. So maybe you'll become a dragon at some point. I don't think you will. I don't really think that's how it works. I've kind of dedicated my life, or at least the last century or so, to proving that the world's round. Maybe the next century could be about human development or something like that. Anyway, where were we?
I'm gonna sort of try and like reach a hand out to Jar, like the sort of, he's like the top of his nose, like you'd pet a horse if he's close enough, or at least like
sure.
try and gesture him down and say, you know, Dad, you might be right. I just want to soar in the skies and see the world like you've seen it. Could you take me up there into the sky?
Give me one more persuasion check.
Oh no.
I will say with advantage. This, once again, advantage.
Touching
Despite
moment.
everything that's happened today, he does still want to connect with his boy.
Okay. 17.
You see his eyes like this. This time you are able to read the look that passes over his face, and it's like a look of confusion. He almost seems tentative or scared even, which is ridiculous given the size of him and the sheer power he obviously possesses. But he looks down at you and says, are you saying you're not scared of me?
Scared? You're a freaking dragon. My dad's a dragon. I've always wanted some kind of cool story. You know, you've seen me. I'm an outcast. I play in the sand and the mud and make my little shapes, and here you are. You can change your shape entirely. Well, if I could learn just a fraction of that, hey, even if I could tell my friends, you know, my dad's a dragon. Well, that's pretty cool.
You see big bucket-sized raindrop tears form in the corners of each of his eyes, land down in the sand, nearly washing you away in the process, forming a thick mud around you. And he says, that's all I've ever wanted. I grew up not too long after the Dracoschism, and there was a lot of fear, and much of it warranted, I'm sure, about dragons, even us metallic ones, the so-called benevolent ones. So I hid myself for a very long time. I hid who I was, and I was scared to show anybody, let alone you, exactly who I was. The real me. Peter, if you mean it, I would show you every inch of this round world.
Well, if you truly mean it, and if you could show me, then I'd be dying to see it, Dad.
He looks at you and then looks past you at the three companions, Faunalyn bleeding out on a cot, Clay and Glimki massive, like it's just in this frantic fight, barely alive, beating on this statue. And you see smoke begins to billow in his mouth and come out of his nostrils, and he says, "Duck." Peter ducks.
Peter ducks.
Clay, do you duck?
Yeah, ducking.
Glimki, do you duck?
I duck.
A wall of fire washes over the three of you. It is hot, hotter than anything you've ever experienced. It is bright, blindingly bright. Your senses are overwhelmed by the smell of it. You didn't know sand could burn, but the sand is burning around you. And when you open your eyes, the statue of Jar Arith is reduced to a pile of charcoal on the ground, reduced to ash. And he looks over at Clay and Glimki and says, "Well, sorry about that, folks. Starting to think maybe I got a little bit carried away, but good job. You graduated from the Reformation Room or whatever. Is that one dead? We can bury her with Jordan, I guess."
I'm actually so annoyed that you destroyed the statue because he had just essentially called me mouthy, and I was going to give him quite a well-formulated lecture on why that's rude and sexist. And Glimki, grab that umbrella. You are peeling, and it's gross.
What? Is that it? We're getting off the hook because that guy is his son, quote unquote.
They're gonna fly off into the sunset. Into the sunsplosion, sorry.
Yeah.
No, sunset. You're right.
Sunset.
You're right. Here, you're right. Sunset.
Sorry, Mr. Dragon Man. Mr. Jar Arith, sir?
That's correct, yes. Jar Arith, one word with an apostrophe in the middle.
That's how I said it and spelt it mentally.
Thank you.
Just to clarify, you're not going to kill us or punish us any further?
No. I mean, I'm a little cheesed off about Jordan, to be sure. He was a good defense system in training. I figure a few more years, he might learn to try and murder more than just me. But beyond that, I mean, the statue, I can carve another statue. I mean, look at us. We're surrounded by rock. It shouldn't be hard. Take me a few years, maybe, months, maybe, enchantments. Oh, that's sure, but whatever. I got a very talented wizard at my side. Yes, Mr. Treefellow.
Just out of curiosity, you don't have, like, no one else knows you're a dragon, right?
That would be correct. Just you and Peter, of course.
Right. So you wouldn't want us to go sprouting all that information to the rest of the camp, I assume.
Well, I'm of two minds, frankly. Between Miss Campbell's portrait of me and Peter's recent kind words from about a mere minute ago, I'm wondering if maybe I should take more pride in who I am and let the world see me for the dragon that I am. But if you think that's ill-advised, I suppose I could go back to, and his body begins to contract, and once again the shadows which stretched, they stretched so dramatically when he became a dragon, they begin to compress and contract, and you see before you a elven man with poorly dyed blonde hair and a spray tan that doesn't really reach past his elbows, and a fully naked Jar Arith stands before you.
Nice.
I mean, if this is better, I suppose I could...
No, change back.
Change back. You're back.
The shadows, they're elongating again. It's like a yo-yo in here, and he stretches out back into his draconic form.
Yeah, I think this form is majestic.
Yeah. I think it's. I just don't want to speak out of turn. If you're ready to reveal that, I think that's a really could work out.
Yeah,
Powerful
all the
leader.
best. And we're just going to get out of here and get out of your
Yeah, I
hair.
think
We're just
we'll
going to
just
go on the
leave.
boat. And we'll just go. We'll just leave. And Peter, you want to stay?
I think I'll be fine here. I appreciate you opening some windows and doors, but I guess, I'm fine just where I am. And I look up at my dad.
He looks down at you in this big knife-sized teeth, I will reiterate, but it's somehow warm as he smiles down at you. Jar Arith turns to look at the three of you and says, "Now, perhaps it's none of my business after everything we've been through together, and what a rigmarole the last 24 hours have been, huh? Anyway, might I ask, where is it you intend to go? Because, Peter and I are about to take off on a grand tour of the world, and if you, we could give you a lift to your next destination if you'd like."
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wait, where are we going next?
Whoa! Hold on a second.
We're going to the shipping island, the island where they do all the shipping from.
Glimki's
Yes.
like side-eyeing both of his compatriots, like in shock. Like this guy just tortured me for the last 18 hours.
And now he feels really bad about it, and he's going to give us a lift.
He's gonna get us out of here.
No, he's going to get us out of here, so he won't be tortured anymore.
Okay.
You don't want to
Sure,
go?
no, that's great. That's so good.
Good. And
Super
I'm going to
trustworthy.
pull a hat out. I'm going to slap a hat on Glimki's head and say, "Okay, and keep this on because you're turning so red. You're going to wrinkle."
Okay. If you guys want to,
You all take some time. I believe, Miss Campbell, a bargain was struck, and I do intend to honor it. So I'll spend the next little bit maybe helping out your friends on the boat. And I imagine in my current shape, I should be able to bring the supplies over, no problem, and get them on the road, or the ocean, as it were, in not too long. And yeah, if you don't mind waiting around a couple days, I'll finish up my business here. And well, I'll have to figure out what to do about the learning center, because Peter, I don't know. We might be gone for a few months, maybe a year, maybe more. Depends on how much we'll see. It's a big world. So, yeah, I'll have to talk to some of the upper level members, see if they wish to stay or go back to their lives out there in Erdenine. Not Erdenine, Zav, that's the one. Well, some of them might be from Erdenine. I don't know everybody's personal story. Some of them are probably from Erdenine, no doubt. And I'll say, like, as he is telling you all this, or like saying this all to you, like he kind of like walks to the center of the room, stepping on the ruined remains of his statue, and says, "Climb aboard. We'll talk on the way."
Glimki, I'm so sorry you were tortured by him, but we're about to ride a dragon, and that's like the coolest thing ever.
Okay.
So shove it down until we land.
Bright Skill's not gonna believe this.
Okay, you know what? One more question. Do you think there's any books left in that burned pile of bookshelf? Think any survived?
He looks over, says, "I don't really know why I did that. I mean, yeah, I've got spare copies, but like, just a waste. I was dick swinging. I'm sorry. I was in a mood.
I do it too. No,
Yeah,
I get it.
You get it.
Get it.
I'll
I get
measuring
it.
tape.
I'd win. We just saw you naked.
Mr. Treefellow, I am sorry. I maybe jumped to some conclusions out there. What if you want? What were you doing in the desert? Were you trying to disprove my theories? My theories. I sound like a non-believer all of a sudden. My well-earned and hard-fastened belief that the world is round. Were you not trying to disprove that the other night? Yeah, last night. Man, what a day it has been.
No. Actually, I mean, as much as maybe that wouldn't be surprising, I was actually out there responding to a call for help, or so I thought.
Oh, well, hopefully I didn't interrupt you from saving someone's life. Was it one of the people in the compound?
No, you know what? Maybe I was just sleepwalking.
Oh.
It's hard to tell.
All right, well, fair enough.
But it would be nice, like, if you have a copy of the book before you drop us off. I'd like to take one with me, to keep brushed up on this whole spherical planet thing.
I'll give you the whole box set.
Thank you.
And the four of you climb aboard. His scales are hot to the touch. And as you do so, he says, all right, now hold on tight. It's about 300 feet straight up. So gravity's not going to be on your side for the first little bit. And his wings start to flap. Sand kicks up around you, thrumming up in these huge clouds. And he springs up. The tunnel, this room is just wide enough so that he can stretch his wings and fly in this space. Clearly a part of the design, and the sky rapidly approaches as you burst through the top of this massive mesa. And you see the desert of Kobaris spread out around you. And Peter, you did not know this structure existed, but it is several hundred feet wide and several hundred feet tall. It's this massive natural stone structure that evidently Jar Aruth's lair was carved into. He swoops down and around it in a big corkscrew, passing the statue of him holding Zav as a globe. You see the illusion of the winged lion man walking through the desert. It roars as you pass over by. Jar Aruth says, that was my creation. Pretty good, right? Keep people away from the lair. I got a lot to teach you, Peter, about being a dragon. Even if you aren't a dragon, I think you should act like a dragon. Good way to live. And he soars through and around these dunes and riding these desert currents before the basin of the Jar Aruth Learning Center appears on the horizon. He swoops over the hot springs, and you see several of the residents dive for cover into the water, and he lands in the center of it all in front of the main dome. And a crowd doesn't quite gather, but you see people like peering out from behind domes and open doorways, and there's a general murmur of panic. And as you slide off his wings, emergency exit from a plane style, he says, now, everybody, I know what you're thinking. Oh no, a dragon. Scary. Bad. But it's just me, Jar Aruth. See? And he once again transforms back into a naked elf. And everyone's like, change back. No, ew, go. Very anti-nudity group here. Nudity not a part of the Jar Aruth Learning Center. And he once again turns back into a dragon. And people cautiously start to gather round. And he says, now, this might come as a shock for some of you, but I am in fact a dragon. And Peter here wishes to explore his cultural roots, I guess, something along those lines. So we're going to go on a big tour of the world. This round world that I have seen with my eyes because I'm a dragon. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. I guess it's kind of up to you if you want to go home, stay here. Kind of dealer's choice. I'm going to repair that ship. I think it's head off to Sarposin, so you can head back if you want. But, yeah, kind of not quite end of the road for all y'all, but I won't be around teaching you for a little bit. Maybe a long while. There's a long silence, and then Slade Chronic steps forward, white hat on. He says, now, I don't want to speak for all these folks, but, dragon or not, I was a broken man before I found my way to your island. Didn't know how to have positive relationships with women. Had a lot of mixed up ideas. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to stay. Mostly because of that first thing I said, but also because I gave you all my money and don't really know how to exist in society anymore. And Jar nods his head and says, that sounds all right to me, Slade. And then Hamish, the failed magician, steps forward and says, I don't remember if I was Scottish before, but I'm not Scottish now, clearly. You can hear it in my voice. Jar, before I made it to the island, I wasn't doing well. I wanted to be a magician and didn't know magic.
What's happening?
And if it's all the same to you, I think I'd like to stay. And Jar says, that's very good. You can stay, of course, Hamish. And Ruckus Perez steps forward and says, I'm Ruckus Perez. We haven't really had a chance to talk. My mom wants me to be less of an asshole. So if it's all the same to you, I'd like to stay. Everybody can stay if they want to stay. Everybody is welcome to stay.
What about Tucker?
Tucker? Do you wish to stay? And all eyes turn to this scrawnier half-orc brother, Tucker Perez. He says, "Oh yes, I think I'd like to stay."
Hell of an accent.
Yeah, Tucker hasn't had a chance to speak in 4 episodes.
Yeah, I think Glimki's like straight up losing his mind. Like, with the rest of his party quietly is like, "Are you serious? A day ago this was a cult, right? Like we all knew that." And like they're all like super hanging out and having a good time now. What's the deal?
I guess it's not to eavesdrop, but I'll go rather large. But yeah, there's just like this long neck is like bent down to like reaching over into the conversation. I think it's sort of like a found family type situation.
Okay, yeah. You're right.
The hot springs, the disc golf, the eggs. If it wasn't for the indoctrination, it's kind of a nice place.
Clay Campbell, would you like to stay? You're welcome to stay too.
Nah.
Am I okay? Sorry, okay. It's fine. It's fine. No one else got put in a chamber.
He did many times during his upbringing.
About 2/3 of the crowd raises their
And we're
hands.
just supposed to just let this guy go with him.
Oh, I was put in a chamber. I was put in a chamber. It lasted about 2 weeks. Yeah, it wasn't good. Gave me a weird mole that I haven't had a chance to get checked out yet. But
I'm going to think Peter sort of pipes up and just like, "Dad, maybe we stop with the rehabilitation chamber stuff and make people come to their own conclusions."
You know what, son? I think you might be right. And he high fives you, and it freeze frames, and then the freeze frame ends, and you get sent back like 20 feet, just tumbling through the sand. He's very strong. I will say, over the next couple of days, the compound comes alive in a different way. Jar drags these massive trees that he apparently had somewhere in his compound hidden away, just these massive planks of wood. He clutches them in his claws and flies them to the dock, and work begins on the ship in earnest. Most folks do plan on staying. A few, including Amala, sort of linger, and they're like, Faunalyn, Lady Vaydark, I wasn't planning on going to Sarposen, but I suppose the two of us, we could go and see the sights. It's a very beautiful city. If you haven't been, it's very beautiful. And we should be able to get a ship back to Erdenine from there. No problem.
Do you know, actually, I heard, I can't think of an excuse. That sounds great, Amala. Let's go to Sarposen together.
Okay, wonderful.
Wonderful.
It'll be a nice reprieve being on the ship again, and we can enjoy the amenities like the shuffleboard and the bar. The bar.
Love them both.
Yes, equally. And that'll be great. Okay, wonderful. I will see you soon.
See you soon.
She wanders off. Glimki, I'm wondering, in the ensuing couple of days, do you tell anybody about what you saw, about what led you out into the desert in the first place? Or do you like try and pursue that in any way?
Glimki probably would go out another night just to see if he gets any evidence of this spirit kind of presenting itself again. But if not, I feel like he'll just send up a prayer and hope that whatever it was is okay. But nothing more than that, unless something were to happen.
When you wander out into the desert, maybe not far, but like, the edge of the compound, could I get a nature check from you?
3.
With a 3, you look out upon the sweeping sands of Kobaris, looking for a sign, looking for another call for help. And you don't really know what it was. Maybe it was a dream. Maybe it was a trick. Whatever it is, it seemed weak. It seemed helpless. And you think, if it was even real to begin with, it maybe lacks the strength to cry out to you once again. And you return to the basin.
Oh my god, you kind of let it down. Damn.
Yeah, damn indeed. Is there, I guess, at the compound, what is the most nature-esque location? The hot springs?
Yeah, unless you consider like artificial turf to be nature. In which case I say the disc golf course.
Right.
Fuck's sake.
I wouldn't.
Oh, well, in that case, definitely the hot springs.
Yeah, Glimki would spend some more time walking over to the hot springs, and he's gonna take out one of the books that he has in his bag now.
The entire Jar-Arth's round world.
No, not that one
dummies.
quite yet.
Oh.
I had to take that out of my bag to then get this other book, and I'll put this one in.
Right.
He pulls out the book called The Floral Compendium. It's like a book of all flora in the realm.
I know it.
And he's going to flip through all the pages looking for that petal or that leaf or any kind of flower that even looks remotely close to it.
Interesting. Give me an investigation check.
18. Better this time.
You flip through the floral compendium and you begin to look for, we'll say you go to your dome at one point and you pick up some of those petals that are still there on the floor, and you begin to just flip through the book looking for a match. And after a while, you find a type of flower called plumeria. And it is this pink flower. It looks very tropical in nature. And according to the Floral Compendium, this type of flower is most commonly found in warm tropical climates and is especially in abundance on the island of Menken.
The Isle of Menken.
Which you would know is an island in the Anchor's Chain. In fact, the closest island to Cabarrus.
I think that's the art one.
Which Clay would know has a long history of being a haven for artists from throughout Zav.
So Glimki's gonna, obviously like invigorated after finding this, he's gonna take some of those petals, he's gonna write out some of this information in his journal and kind of press some of those petals as well in his book. And just kind of make a mental note to maybe push the party in that direction if possible.
Okay. Faunalyn, what do you do with that dragon scale?
Not a damn thing just yet. I was holding on to it. I'm planning to give it to Clay, but I don't want to pull it out in the compound.
Okay.
At all.
Sounds good.
It is tucked in my wig.
Very subtle.
There's so much shit in that wig.
It's just a real mess.
Wig of holding.
Sometimes I move and like a coin falls out. Just like...
In that case, Clay,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of, I'd say during these 2 days, maybe spend a little less time with Jar-Arth, because the amulet you're wearing is just like, it's heavy, and whenever he's around, it's just like, it's pulling towards him, and it's kind of annoying. So like whenever he's around, it's not like you leave, but it's just like, if you can minimize your exposure, things probably feel better for you in those 2 days.
Does it feel bad?
It's not
Like,
bad, but it's just like,
spectacular?
imagine you're like, you were wearing a necklace, and every time a guy walked into a room, the necklace started like trying to drag you towards that guy.
Okay.
It would just be annoying, right? It's like, it's not painful. It's not particularly unpleasant. It's just an inconvenience.
Okay. I do have something I wanted to do during the 2 days.
Please.
I think I would join Glimki at the hot springs if he's like reading his book, and I'll go over and I'll hand him my dragon encyclopedia as well, and go, hey, I the Bright Scale gave me this book and I've flipped through it a couple times, but I'm not much of a reader, so I was hoping like maybe you could get something more out of it, and maybe give me a Sparks Note version.
Sure. Clay, that's really nice.
Yeah.
This should
It's got
definitely...
cool pictures, but a lot of text also.
Yeah. Well, I think this will come in handy. I mean, I'm surprised in our short time we've seen 2 dragons so far.
Yeah.
My family is never going to believe this.
No, I don't think the Bright Skill would believe how frequently we've run into dragons on our adventure so far.
No kidding.
But maybe they're just all out there in hiding.
I mean, if they're anything like Jareth, I guess they could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a dragon.
Oh, never thought of that. Maybe we're all dragons.
Could be.
I think Clay will also, like, I guess, sit next to Glimki while he's reading at the hot springs and, like, pick up some of the mud and clay around there, like Peter was doing when we first met him, and start, like, I don't know, sculpting little figurines of dragons and stuff.
Nice.
I love that. You spend time together watching life carry out in the compound. People from all over Zav who, through one way or another, found their way here. And maybe despite your reservations, the glaring warning signs and red flags that decorate the halls of the Jar'arth Learning Center, you think that despite it all, maybe some good is happening here. Glimki, you flip through this dragon book that Clay gives to you, and you see that the first half is full of entries of dragons of all color and disposition from throughout Zav, from hungry wormlings owned by cultists to ancient white dragons living in the mountaintops of the Atum Mountains. But as you get towards the back half of the book, you see there are many, many blank pages. Room to add your own entries.
Whoa.
To increase this tome of knowledge. And as you flip through, you also note that there is no mention of a young blue dragon named Krigamon, nor is there mention of an adult brass dragon named Jar'arth.
Wow.
Wow.
And I will say, after a couple days, Peter, Jar'arth comes to you and tells you that the ship is repaired and you're ready to depart. Basically, he says that he'll be ready to depart that afternoon. Just needs to hear the word from you and needs to know where your newfound friends wish to go. And I'd say perhaps the four of you gather for breakfast. Clay, Glimki, Faunalyn, and Peter gather for breakfast, one last meal in the dining dome, and you are served pancakes.
Oh.
Aw, touching. We really
Ooh.
fixed this place.
Single stacked, I hope, so it doesn't represent any other shape.
Now, I think the world might be a big cylinder, you see? That way it's flat and round. But yeah, the four of you are seated together.
Through mouthfuls of pancakes, Glimki wants to ask the new guy, so are you really a dragon?
Is Jar'arth like nearby?
He's in dragon form. He is currently flipping pancakes into the air and scorching them with fire breath and then catching them and serving them out to people.
Aw.
In between, like, excited flip and snort of flame, I just sort of lean over and go, no, I'm just a human, but maybe one day, and hey, it saved us, didn't it? So it's okay. I think he's a pretty cool dad, so, but no, I'm just a human.
So, I mean, I don't want to presume anything, but what happens when he finds out?
I think we can work on it. We've got, he said, mumps around the world, so hopefully I could learn a few tricks, and maybe I have the touch of the arcane. Maybe I can pick up a few tricks of his, and maybe that'll keep him satiated. He seems to have turned over a new leaf. He doesn't mind the people so much anymore. He doesn't think for himself. Hopefully we can start something new.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's being surprisingly cool about this whole thing. But I mean, honestly, Peter, you've been very cool also. I know we were like goading you by saying you might be a snitch and things like that. But no, you were really, really great and cool. Thank you very much for putting your life on the line alongside us and everything like that. Really, Glimki, actually, we would not have gotten anywhere close to getting you out of there if it wasn't for Peter. I don't play the piano.
Oh, all right. Don't understand the piano thing, but yeah. Thanks, Peter. I mean, thanks times two. You got them in and you got us all out.
Well, thank you.
Oh my god, kind of the MVP, actually.
Most valuable Peter, if you don't mind me saying. The only
I
Peter,
like this guy.
I'll take it.
Right? Peter, I don't think you'll be able to do anything with these yet, but you're very resourceful. So, and you know some kind of unexpected tricks. So I think you'll figure it out. And Faunalyn passes over. So Faunalyn in some episodes has displayed an ability to encode thoughts into these kind of blue swirling strands.
Yep.
And they are memories of hers. Faunalyn has braided together a little woven strand of some memories, and she's kind of tied them in such a way to be a little kind of almost friendship bracelet, if you would want to wear it in that way. And she passes it over, and because I don't think we'll ever get the chance to know what they are, I won't say what they all are, but well, I'll do it in character. These are just some memories I have of performances that I've seen. Where I'm from in Ulethothayat, I'm from the Soaring Barony, and it's a place of artisans. So in the tall trees, you'll hear music or you'll see performers, and everyone will gather around the trees or in the branches and watch. And some of my warmest memories are of those sort of performances. And, I've been around the world. I've seen very many interesting things, many interesting plays, magic shows, performances, etc., etc. I'm very cultured. So anyway, essentially, I've just kind of put together some of those memories because I know you're off to see the world, but I hope that you will find, once you've seen it, that there will be many places for you in it. And I slide it over, kind of slightly body language, kind of slightly awkward, because Faunalyn is not actually that used to being nice.
And Glimki's also shocked.
The hell? Where's my friendship bracelet?
Yeah, what the hell?
Glimki, scooch 2 inches to the left. You are in the sun. Get in the shade for the last time.
Okay.
Well, this is a mighty kind gesture. I'll have it on me at all times to remember me, or remember myself of you people. Hey, I think you've came, and within such a short space of time, you've changed everything. And maybe wherever you're headed, you'll change something there too. Hopefully for the best. Again, story's out a little bit on you. The introduction was a little bit hazy, but I feel like you've got good intentions. Yeah. Thank you for this. This is lovely.
It kind of goes with your outfit. Like I kind of chose like a pattern that I thought would sort of suit the robes. I knew you won't be wearing those forever, but look cool for now.
Oh no, I really do appreciate it. I'll wrap it around. Well, makes it like a little cravat sort of thing around the neck.
Oh, cute. Perfect.
And I've got, during the fight and everything, and I was trying to come up with snappy little limericks and phrases. I kind of, I think I fell asleep there for a second. Well, I started thinking of them for you guys. If you wouldn't mind me just saying one for each of you.
Oh, yes. Oh, please.
It looks over at you, Clay.
Oh.
Well, I've met a tiefling called Clay Campbell. If they hit a tree once, it would surely fell. They're black and they're red, with horns on their head, and I hope to get to know them very well.
Oh,
and
that's so
looks
sweet.
over to you, Faunalyn. Lady Faunalyn's tongue will cut you with a hiss. Her quips and remarks never do miss. She acts really smart, and she dresses the part, and being in her presence sure is bliss.
Oh, that was good. I like that one. Yay, bravo.
And he looks over at you, Glimki. I haven't known you for too long, but I got the good feeling about you, so this Glimki guy is wonderfully mellow. He'll even greet the plants with a hello. He's definitely my sort. We're both kind of short, and I know he's the nicest Treefellow.
Wow.
Breaks down crying.
Yeah, Clay's gonna give Peter a big hug.
I appreciate it.
Wow.
Thank you, guys. And I look up at Big Dad and say, I know you've been eavesdropping because of your big ears there, Dad. So, I once thought you were bad. Now, I think you're kind of rad. A dragon of brass who kicks all the ass. And now I'd love to call you Dad.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh,
He's got a
Peter,
gift.
that is beautiful. Now, did you grab one for everybody in the compound?
I like to think he looks around, everyone's staring at him like, I'll work on it there, Dad. There's quite
A
a few
souvenir.
people.
We'll bring it back. Souvenirs.
Yes, we'll be gone and I'll come back with, limericks for all.
His tail reaches out and kind of wraps around your shoulders and kind of pulls you into a hug of sorts. Oh, we're going to have such fun, Peter. Such fun. And he looks down at the four of you from across the room and says, well, breakfast is finished. I reckon we can be good to go. Are you hitching a ride or are you taking the boat?
Unfortunately, we're taking the boat. I kind of was locked into a social obligation.
The boat's not headed towards where we want to go, Faunalyn.
No, the boat's going to Sarposin, which is just fine. Don't we want to go to Sarposin?
I think we should stay in the anchor's chain.
I thought Sarposin was in the anchor's chain.
Sarposin is hundreds of miles to the south, back on the mainland.
Why is the geography of this place so ridiculous? In the forest, in the forest, we don't have these stupid islands with all their little names. We have trees. And you go, see you at the big one. And we know what we mean, See you at the brown one. And it's the more brown one. And we go there. We don't give everything these silly little names. Where I'm from. Okay, I don't want to... Thank you so much for asking, Ja'arith. We will not be taking the boat. I was mistaken.
Amala says, oh, okay, I've already bought your tickets.
Oh god.
Amala, I fucked it, and that's on me. I'm so sorry. Ja'arith, we would be so grateful for a ride. And my friend Glimki here, who knows all the little places, is going to tell us where we're going to go. Glimki?
I mean, if we have the opportunity to stop, we may as well stop at a couple places, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to throw off your father-son trip.
And not a bother. I can cover many miles in a single day. And, well, Peter's never been allowed to leave the island for fear of corruption and ungovernable ideas. So I figure we'll just do a tour of everywhere, kind of boundless pilgrimage for a little while.
So, party, we're supposed to be going where? Shade Tree Shores? That's where we're supposed to be going?
I want to go, you know what? I want to go to the shipping place.
What's a quick stopover in Mengen?
Okay, we can go to Mengen. Screw it. Let's go to Mengen. Let's go to Shade Tree Shores. I don't care.
I would like to go to either Mengen or Avox.
See, 2 votes for Mengen.
Oh, we're throwing a new one in the mix. Okay.
And where do you want to go?
Mengen, that's 3.
All right. It's a quick jump over one island.
Yeah, Mengen's closest, so... Mr. Orith. Jaw.
Oh, please. You can call me Jaw. Well,
Okay,
actually, no, call me
Jaw.
Ja'arith. I'm in dragon form now. My full
Ja'arith.
name's Ja'arith. It's one big name.
Yeah.
It's a dragon name. And so we don't really do the Mr. Mrs. thing. I can't say, oh, please, Mr. Arith was my father. That doesn't really work. So
Yeah.
please, call me Ja'arith.
You go by any nicknames?
Yeah. The great orator, the keeper of knowledge, the resilient brass ornament. That one I don't like so much. Kind of a thing my mom called me when I would hang off her neck all the time, and she'd be like, "Oh, you're such a resilient brass ornament," and I didn't care for that.
Aw.
But you get the idea.
Yeah.
Why do I kind of like this guy now?
I'm very charming, just severely misguided in my ideology.
I wanted to ask, since, you live on one of the islands in the anchor's chain, is there an easy way for people to travel between islands? Like a ship service or something?
Oh, I reckon the easiest way is to own your own boat or fly. Flying's really good.
Okay, if I may be so candid, I don't want to sound hubristic. We came to this island with a hope and a prayer on a boat that we essentially lied our way onto, and we're leaving on Dragonback. I feel like why constrain ourselves, by predicting by what means we'll leave the next island, God knows we'll probably be turned into stardust and blown by an angel across the water. We really can't say. Why fuss about it,
Yeah, you're right. I think I'm just excited to be traveling by Dragonback, I guess. It's a pretty cool mode of transportation.
It's pretty sick. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Mhm.
Are you guys offended that I didn't make you friendship bracelets?
Yeah,
We'll
kind of.
talk about that later.
A little bit.
Ja'arith holds up his hand. He's got this big friendship bracelet on it.
Oh, what?
Oh, you got to get one.
Oh, it looks great. I love those
Thank
colors
you.
with your scales.
I'm amazed you were able to make one so big.
I'm very skilled.
Thank you. Lady Faunalyn, for handing me this lovely memory bracelet thingy, sash, whatever really it is. It's quite colourful and very fancy, but I've got something, a small little gift in return. And he pulls out of his pocket like this little rock, and it's like just a perfect sphere, and he hands it over to you.
Oh my god, thank you. It's the shape that the world isn't.
And yeah, when you touch it, you notice that it's super, super hot. Well, not super hot, but it's very warm. And it is a solid brimstone, and it generates 95 degrees Fahrenheit at all times.
On Canada Day? Really?
Oh, I thought you guys, that's why I chose it. Okay, 35 degrees Celsius.
We're all Celsius.
Fantastic. Okay, I thought you guys were Fahrenheit. I've made a grave mistake right at the end. I did so well. It's even in brackets. Okay, 35 degrees Celsius.
I had no idea how hot it was when you said Fahrenheit. I was like, that's a high number. That's probably warm.
No.
Stick, 90 degrees.
You have a little hot rock, and I just say, this was a token from my dad, but since I'll be seeing the world, I don't need a replica of it, so you can keep it.
Thank you. Actually, nobody ever really, other than Fado, has ever given me like a friendship memento before. So this is really touching. I'm going to keep it in my wig where I keep all the really cool stuff I have.
And remember, it's like 90 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's really hot because no one knows what that actually is.
If you say so. I wonder what that is in Celsius.
What unit does that use to calculate temperature?
Kelvin.
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, the rock is warm in your hand, and as you walk out into the center of the basin, Amala walks up to you and says, well, this is all rather a lot to take in, dear. I'm going to go to Sarposen and enjoy the sights there. I've got some friends I can catch up with. And then I will make my way back to Airtonine, and I assume you'll be joining us at some point. We can finish out the summer together before going back to the winter villa.
Yes, darling. Honestly, safe travels, and I will miss you. You and Kazrin have been so very good to me. I honestly don't deserve it, but I am very grateful nonetheless.
Oh, hush. You are a wonderful guest. I'm sorry you almost died multiple times under our watch.
Not your fault. Never been your fault. One time I jumped. Not your fault.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think I don't know fully the cause and effect of my actions or the butterfly effect. Perhaps I say the wrong thing at brunch and suddenly someone's in your throat. But no, I think you're right. It's not my fault, but I still feel responsible. And I'm sorry that Crombeck was such a bad bodyguard. He kind of quit on us unexpectedly, and I still don't really fully know why. But it was good to have you with us, and you're still with us. You're just on a little vacation, and we'll see you soon, and we'll keep your bed made for you. Fallow will, I'm sure, be hawkish over that room, making sure no one sets foot in there.
Too kind, darling. Kisses, bisou. And I do the 2-cheek kiss.
In the dwarven style.
Yes.
Yeah, she waves goodbye. The entirety of the compound gathers. You see Captain Zoralo Depthsbane has made the journey back in and hits you with the crispest salutes. And Genjim Fruck, still bandaged from head to toe, also hits the crispest salute and knocks himself down unconscious. Ruckus and Tucker start a fist fight when they meant to be waving. And a small waifish auditor, who we really just did not interact with but a single time, has a notebook. And she's like, dragon. Is that bad? She's writing in like a crown with like big letters so you can see what she's saying even from a distance. And the four of you climb aboard Jar Arith's back. He says once again, hold on tight and get comfortable and maybe grab some blankets. We're going, it's going to get a little cold.
Why didn't you tell us that before we got on your back?
Dramatic irony! That's not what that is! And he begins to flap his wings, and once again, the sand, just in these big gusts, begins to fan out from him and kick up around you, and he takes off into the air. Slowly at first, but quickly gaining speed. And he swoops up into the air and dives down once again over the sand dunes, coasting over the desert of Kobaris, before the ground gives way to ocean. Just this endless sea before you, and he rides an air current up into the sky, flying higher and higher as the entirety of Kobaris, and then the Anchor's Chain, and then all of Zav is laid out before you. The air gets cold, and it gets thin. It gets a little hard to breathe, but before you can say anything, you look out, and maybe it's just the atmosphere blurring things ever so slightly, but for a second, the planet almost looks round. Just like a little bit of blur at the edges. But before, maybe it's oxygen deprivation.
It's atmospheric lensing. It was in the lectures.
That's correct. That is correct. As long as that supports my beliefs. And then Jar Arth begins to dive back down to warmer air and traveling onwards to your destination. You fly for the better part of the day, the better part of 12 hours. The sun, bright in the sky above you, begins to grow orange and then red, and then it explodes, casting the night sky, the stars out above you. And as the twilight settles down over you, Jar Arth draws your attention to the horizon, where the shape of an island begins to take form. Clay. Every artist has heard of the splendor of Mengen and the inspiration it has given to generations of creatives. The beautiful glades, the sprawling forests, the pristine coasts. It is a place where anyone can see beauty and be inspired by it. Glimki, in your reading of both the Floral Compendium and Vera Loneberry's Guide to the Anchor's Chain, you've read about the glistening lakes that dot the island and the idyllic towns that have sprouted up alongside them. It's a place that perhaps you didn't plan on visiting until very recently, but anytime you read about it, it sounded truly spectacular. Maybe some of your siblings went there before you and raved about it, and you knew that, if possible, it was a place you would want to see. Faunalyn, your family owned a painting from an artist who spent a good deal of time on Mengen. It depicted a sleepy village with houses made of mushrooms and happy fae folk living within it. And it was silly. Amongst the splendor and rigidity of noble life, it was this silly little painting of almost mouse-like creatures living in mushroom houses. But it always made you happy. You have all heard about the beauty of Mengen. And so as the island draws near, you are all greatly surprised to see an industrial hellscape lying before you.
No!
What?
Columns of thick black smoke belch into the sky from terrible gashes carved deep into the island. Large swaths of forest have been cut down, leaving angry, twisted stumps behind. The air feels thick as clouds of ash rain down onto the island, landing in your hair and on your clothes. Jar Arth circles around the island one time before descending towards a decently sized town on the northern coast. He swoops over houses and these large buildings made of ugly concrete before landing in the center of a large courtyard with numerous cobblestone streets that branch off. The courtyard is empty at this late hour, save for a bronze statue of a woman that appears to be missing its head. As Jar Arth lands, a thick cloud of ash and dirt kicks up around you. And as it clears, you can see the streets, illuminated by oil lantern, are dirty. Houses that were once painted in vibrant shades of red and yellow and blue are black with soot and grime. A man previously unseen, sitting at the edge of the courtyard, lurches to his feet, and with slurred words says, "Dragon." To which Jar Arth replies, "Oh, hush now," and breathes a familiar thick cloud that washes over the man and puts him promptly to sleep. Jar Arth extends a wing and the three of you slide down. He says, "It's been some time since I've been here, but this would be Onkil. Previously a popular place for artists and creatives and the like. Anyway, not really sure what's going on here. Not good. Looks bad, really. You sure you want to stay here? I can take you to the dinosaur island if you want. It's much cooler, I'm sure.
Okay, wait, that's so tempting, but thank you.
No, you guys have a big trip ahead of you.
Yeah, we're going to the dinosaur island.
Before you go, Peter and Jar, if you do happen to find yourselves anywhere near Dwells, maybe pop in and find the Treefellows and just let them know that I'm doing okay.
Of course, Mr. Treefellow. I'll pass on the good word. Have you got anything that they would know? Just so that's like a nickname, a phrase, or a keepsake, or just so we don't rock up with a dragon and some fake words.
That's a good question. Like, nicknames, there's a lot of them. I wrote them all down.
Maybe just jot them down on a piece of paper for me later, because I'm probably going to forget. I'm going to Dinosaur Islands, you see, first.
Yeah, he'll tear a page out of his journal and write a little note to his sisters, and yeah, just a little note that just says, I'm doing okay. It's been a great adventure so far. Made friends with the dragon.
Then like an arrow pointing upwards.
Yeah.
Well, Peter, unless you've got anything else to say to your friends here, I'd like to say a few words.
I'm all good. I did the limericks. I gave him the rock. I think I'm okay. Thanks, everybody. You changed my world. And I'm gonna let my dear old dad talk, and then we'll fly away. I'm sure. He talks of dinosaurs. I'm ready.
Okay, so the thing is, you can see where I'm coming from, right? It looks really round from up there.
Oh, God.
It really did look. You know what? I'll give it to you.
Come on,
it looks
Dad.
kind of round up there.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to you.
It did.
I gotta give it to you.
It's a disc. Of course it's round. It's not spherical.
I'll tell you what, Pete, why don't we'll do the dinosaur island thing, and then maybe after that we fly underneath and see what's down there. Once and for all.
You haven't done that before?
You need conclusive proof, yeah.
What?
I really like my island, okay? I was happy there.
Oh my god.
Really, the best of luck to both of you. And Peter, genuinely, thank you. I know I didn't get to know you much, but these two trusted you enough, and you showed up for all of us. So I appreciate that.
And I appreciate you. And honestly, good luck with everything. Try not to steal any more princesses.
That's a good note. Play, jot that down.
They told you. Wow, that took us a while to get out of her. And by a while, I mean the first time I met Clay.
Oh, and Ja'areth, if you do see a princess standing in a field, it's not a real princess. That's my friend Sten. And you can just leave him on his own. He doesn't need to be kidnapped again.
I don't really know what that means, but all right.
You were multiplying the radial aspect by pi. You need to divide. It's divided by pi.
Holy shit, the world's flat.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And he will flap his wings, taking off into the air, kicking up a heavy cloud of ash and dust around you. And you watch as Peter and Ja'areth disappear into the sky, sailing off for adventures unknown. If this were a movie, we'd have credits and it'd be the two of them on a boat on a dinosaur island looking scared. And oh, look at this, they're in a snow-capped mountain, and there's a Yeti and it's going, and they're scared again. A lot of scary things. And maybe they're on the bottom of the world at one day. We'll see.
Wow.
But as the three of you look around the ash-streaked streets of Onkeel, wondering what has happened to this paradise and wondering what you're supposed to do about it, we will stop tonight's session of Bard's Stoop.
I have a good
I said
stinger.
Bard's
I
Stoop.
have a good stinger line to end on.
Bard's
You want me to give a little good stinger line to end on?
Yeah, give me some sting.
Bye, goodbye. Oh shit, I wrote him a little limerick and I forgot to give it to him. Do you guys want to hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him. Of course you do. What am I asking for? There once was a fellow named Peter, whose magic tricks couldn't be neater. He was a good friend, we're so sad for the end. His episode sure was a heater.
Oh.
I don't really get the ending part. What is episode?
Okay, well, you just don't think in an astral perspective like I do. It's meta,
I'll
Glimki.
trust
It's
you.
meta. Jordan would understand.
Got it. The guy that you guys killed.
You dismembered.
Amazing. Thank you.
Elliot, thank you so much for joining us. This has been a delight and a pleasure, and 3 more nice words that I don't dare say now on air. And once more for the road, would you tell the fine folks where they can find you and what your least favorite thing about Canada is?
Okay. There you can find me over on inkbladepublishing.com or Inkblade Publishing on the socials, Instagram mainly. I'm making a 5e compatible TTRPG. It's dark fantasy, it's Victorian inspired, it's got plagues and diseases. It's called Gothica Plague Worlds. So go check that out. Woo. And my least favorite thing about Canada is that I don't live there.
No.
That's our least favorite thing too. Either that or the high tax rate
Yeah.
with seemingly little return on our investments.
Yeah. That was my second least favorite thing.
Thank you so much for listening to this Father's Day coded bowl of Bard's soup. I have been your absentee father figure of a dungeon master, Zach Meikle, joined by Prima Zhao as Clay Campbell, Jordan Johnsen as Glimki Treefellow, and Shannon Meikle as Faunalyn Vaydark. We were once again so fortunate to be joined by Elliot from Inkblade Publishing as Peter Goodacre. If you want to see more of Elliot, you can check him out at inkbladepublishing.com or follow his Kickstarter campaign for Gothica Plague Worlds, which will be launching later this year. We've included links to both in the episode description. And if you just enjoyed this episode in general, consider leaving a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And while you're at it, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at bard_soup. We'll be back in 2 weeks with chapter 27. So in the meantime, stay frosty. It's hot out there. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye now. Goodbye now. Bye-bye.
Oh, you got healed!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an idioto. I'm idioto man. It's me. Oh, you thought it was Zach, but it's Idioto
Oh,
man.
no, we knew it. Oh, we knew it.